The streets talk about. If it ain't making money, ain't nothing to talk about. Keep my mind on them stacks, cause that green give you cloud. If it's bread making, baby, I'ma always go that route. I put my work in the streets, rapping shot on these beats. A lazy man gon' stop, but a Atlanta always gon' eat. Everybody can't do what I do, that's why I'm crushing your crew. From Chi-Town, Memphis, Tennessee, and all through the Lou. I'm so fresh and so new, got a hot album too. I came out of nowhere and I'm taking all of these suckers' juice. I keep my promo on them poles, keep that powder out my nose. I'm staying focused, man, with 1 million copies sold.
This Chicago, nigga!
What's my name? Say my name.
King Kong ain't got shit on me!
I stayed on the scene, stayed on my green. I ain't never gonna let nobody talk me out of my team. Y'all know what I mean. It's money hungry fiends. They think they can outsmart you by selling you a dream. But I stay grinding cause I'm bread making homie. They can't figure me out because they really don't know me. You got that paper, show me. My mama didn't name me Toby. These suckers want slaves, but I'm shaking them like Kobe. It's real in the field. I'm the lion on the meal. I'm that hollow point tip, pointing at you ready to kill. These suckers better chill. But ask brother Will, the king is in the building, so you haters take a kneel. Say my name. What's my name? Say my name.
Changing in the future, could AJ or Cam Boozer or a Darren Peterson be part of changing that fabric?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, and that's why the debate is between the three of them. They're all so talented, they're winners, they're competitive, but they're all different. They present something different when thinking about going to this Washington Wizards team. I know you talked about AJ Devonta's fit, Tim, but when you think about
what's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all?
Playmaking pressure.
What's going on? What's going on?
Be an appeal when you think about Darren.
This is the NBA draft. This is the NBA draft. We are here for the NBA draft chat. Yeah. We just recording it, making sure that we got it recorded, covering the NBA draft tonight. You know, some of you guys just if you're coming in, just chiming in of what's going on with the recording. Make sure y'all stay over there. We'll cut that Israel Talk Sports while her show is going on. Support Sister KEYSHA. I'm just here to record the WNBA draft so that we can have the video live for that. Other than that, y'all keep on watching. We're gonna talk about the draft.
But that's all part of this, Jay. At some point
Washington
in the next minute
Mystics
and 5 seconds,
is on
an
the
agent's
clock.
phone is going to ring.
And lives are going to change, and the future of franchises are going to change, and some of it can be negative, but most of it's positive, and it's going to be exciting to see whose name is called first.
It's every one of these players just went on the greatest job interview process in the last 2 months here, and they are about to join an elite fraternity that only 450 players could join, and 30 of them tonight get to join that group.
And only a couple get to join. Only a few have been in that fraternity of being the #1 selection. Jay, in the final 25 seconds, who are you expecting to hear here?
I think it's going to be Devonta, but you can make a great case for Boozer, a great case for Peterson, but I think it's going to be Devonta. Who knows? We'll see.
Well,
it's amazing it hasn't leaked out.
It really has. With the conversation, it's over. Let's send it back to the podium to find out who is the #1 pick.
With the first pick in the 2026 NBA Draft, the Washington Wizards select Anise Debonsa Jr. from Brigham Young.
Debonsa Jr.
The debate, the conversation, it's over. And one of the deepest in recent memory, it is AJ Dybantsa, the freshman out of BYU that the Washington Wizards select #1 overall. And high school experiences like going to prom to shape himself into the blueprint of a top selection.
What y'all think about that, chat?
Sharing the dream he's talked about and worked towards for so many years with his father Ace, his mom Chelsea, his sister Samara Jasmine. This is what the draft is all about. And he's talked about being #1. He's expected, he has manifested, and now he is certainly that. And in his lone season at BYU, he scored the most points by a freshman in Big 12 history behind his favorite player, Kevin Durant. And the Brockton native day, it was very important to him that it was specifically Brockton and not the Boston area. He was a finalist for the Naismith, the Wooden Awards. He's not just got the skill, he has the charisma and the confidence to be a franchise player.
And the mentality of a true pro. And he's the first freshman, he averaged 25 a game, Malika, and the first freshman to lead the nation in scoring in a quarter century. He's built for the NBA. All his measurables, he's 6'8", he's got a 7-foot wingspan. All the athletic tools. He had the 4th best max vertical at the combine. He attacks downhill. He's a 3-level scorer that's continuing to improve his 3-point accuracy. But where he is devastating is at the mid-range with those long strides. He can make NBA-level shots right now oversized. He can post. He can back you in and shoot over the top. His mid-range game is elite, and he's also got open court abilities. Excellent in transition, and he can get to the foul line. He led the NCAA in free throw attempts, and when Richie Saunders, one of BYU's top scorers and best shooter, went out this year, he increased his productivity in his absence against much more focused defense to stop him. I think he can be an excellent defender. He's still working on that, but he's got all the tools to be a great NBA player.
Jay, you talk about Richie Saunders going down, and AJ Dybantsa talked about how that also challenged his leadership and being more vocal. And he had an incredible finish to his freshman season. AP Big 12 Player of the Year. He finished the season with 14 straight 20-point games, second longest streak in Big 12 history behind Trae Young, 93 points in the Big 12 tournament. That tops, like you said, Malika, his favorite player, which was Kevin Durant.
And AJ is with our Lisa Salters.
AJ, you wanted to be the #1 pick.
Yeah.
You are now the #1 pick. Just what does it feel like when your childhood dream comes true?
It just means a lot. Obviously, it's just a stepping stone. Obviously, I have a lot more work to do, but a testament to all my hard work and other discipline and sacrifices that I made.
You go by AJ,
Yeah,
but you wanted to be announced tonight as the #1 pick
yeah,
by the name, your formal name that you share with your father, Anise.
yeah.
Why did you want to do that?
I mean, everything I do is for him. And this name he gave me is really his name because he's senior. So I also want to honor him this day, too.
Now, introduce us to who you have up here with
This is
you.
my older sister, Samara, and my younger sister, Jasmine.
What does it mean to you guys to see your brother realizing his dream like this?
It's so crazy because it's like when we were younger, you used to see him in the backyard, you know, playing basketball. And now he's the #1 pick for the NBA. Like, he's come so far.
He's your knucklehead little brother, right?
Yes.
And now he's the #1 pick in the draft. How do you reconcile that?
It's just crazy because it's like he's worked really hard for this moment. And I'm so proud of him. You know, he knows that. He knows I'm proud.
Congratulations to all of you guys.
So much.
Lisa, thank you. Look at this, just the little smile. He
Right.
believed it would be a moment that AJ Dybantsa did, that he would be the #1 pick. But when a childhood dream is realized, you can't help but have just that little crack of emotion, the nerves, the anticipation. And now AJ Dybantsa, the #1 pick in this incredibly talented draft class. And with that, the Utah Jazz are on the clock here at #2. And it feels like there are so many picks that could be a #1 pick that Utah is looking at here, Jay.
Yeah, I mean, they've got people in the front court with Lauri Markkanen, Jaren Jackson Jr. So you could say there's not a need for Cameron Boozer. Don't be surprised if they take him, though. But Darren Peterson seems to be the pick. But again, we talked about those three not being interchangeable, but all worthy of the number one pick.
And what Utah has been saying is, of the top teams, they are focused on this year, Bobby, getting back into their winning ways.
They sure are, and they went out and acquired Jaren Jackson Jr. at the trade deadline here, and they've got Walker Kessler, who is restricted free agent. Now, if you have Kessler, Markkanen, and Jackson Jr., now we're talking about front court.
Right.
That is a big front court, and you add Darren Peterson with Keontae George, and you've got some money out there to go out and spend. That is certainly on their way.
Like, what do you see as their need here?
I think they're looking at this guy as having the biggest upside, ultimately the highest ceiling, and that's why this is the most likely pick, I think, for Utah to go with that front court and all that size, another playmaker.
Well, let's find out as we send it back to the podium. An agent just walked over, but let's
What's
get the pick
going
officially
on, boss?
from
What's
NBA
up,
Commissioner
Don
Adam
King?
Silver.
I see you, Clack. I see y'all. I see you, brother
With the
Dennis.
second pick in the 2026 NBA Draft, the Utah Jazz select Darren Peterson from the University of Kansas.
Well, the Utah
Right.
Jazz, they
Right.
feel like they just
And
selected
Peterson.
another number one pick in Darren Peterson, the freshman out of Kansas. He averaged just over 20 points a game for the Jayhawks. That's the most by a freshman in Kansas history. And veteran CJ McCollum, who's one of Peterson's mentors, right? He said that his ceiling, Peterson's ceiling, it can really be whatever he wants it to be. And Jay, you saw it firsthand. The talent is clearly there. We didn't necessarily get to see him at full strength at Kansas, but what is Utah getting?
Happy.
They're getting the
Happy.
most talented prospect in this draft. He is a fluid, smooth, almost artistic scorer. He's got all the measurables as well. He's not as tall as Devonta, but he's 6'5". He's got a wingspan that goes to 6'10". He's very athletic, but he can really shoot it. His shot preparation is excellent. He moves without the ball very well, and he is very creative in getting his own shot. So he can shoot it off DHOs. He can shoot it off the catch, off the dribble. He moves off screens. You know, his catch and shoot numbers were excellent. And when he was healthy, honestly, there was nobody better. We talked about that game he played against BYU, and A.J. Devonta in the first half.
Damian Peters
was magnificent with 18 points on
Damian
6
Peters
of 8
is the-
shooting. He's just a savant scoring the ball, a natural, excellent in
Second-
transition. He can
pick,
finish
Jack.
with either hand around the basket, but in catch and shoot situations, here he got fouled against North Carolina and knocked it down. Deep range, and everything seems effortless with him, even though he puts a lot of effort in it. His shooting on the move, excellent. And one of the things that I think is underrated about Darren Peterson is I think he can be an excellent defender. You know, he gets steals. He blocks shots. He's impactful on the defensive end, and I think that's only going to get better. He's a quiet personality, but he isn't quiet on the court. He's loud when he plays.
One of the things I love about him is he changes speeds. He doesn't play at one speed all the time. That's growth as an offensive player. The catch and shoot ability, Jay alluded to, 43% off the catch. That's going to be really important when you get to the league, and there's a lot of guys you're going to be playing with that want the ball in their hands. You've got to make quick decisions with it. He can do that off the catch. The thing I'm excited about for Utah, that Will Hardy's one of the good young minds in this game.
Absolutely.
He has not had a mandate to win there. They're starting to now get to that point. They want to go out and compete every night. I think Darren Peterson's going to help do that.
And Darren Peterson is with our Lisa Salters.
Wow, when you guys see all the emotion there, that was your grandfather actually that gave you that big hug. Just what was he saying to you?
He was just happy. He didn't even say much. He was just happy for me. Yeah, he was just super happy for me.
When you look back at all of those workouts that your dad put you through, did you guys ever think that it would lead to this, the number 2 pick in the NBA draft?
Yeah, honestly, I didn't, but my pops always knew. And once I got older, I started to believe it as well. But all of it paid off.
And Mr. Darrell, what does it mean to you that throughout his career, he's chosen to wear the number 22 in honor of you?
It means a lot. You know, that was my number. It shows how much he believes and respects me as a dad, and he just embraced it.
Miss Sasha, just how proud of you are your son right now?
It's just a blessing. I'm just happy to be here and be a part of his journey.
Congratulations to all of you guys. Enjoy the ride.
Appreciate it
Thank
so
you.
much. Appreciate it.
At the combine, Darren Peterson, he said, "Why should I be a top pick?" And he said, take a chance on me. I won't let you down. And the Utah Jazz have said certainly that they would like to do that. Shams, what went into the decision to take Darren Peterson here for the Utah Jazz?
Look, Darren Peterson formerly only visited for the Washington Wizards, but sources told me that the Utah Jazz actually went to go see Darren Peterson himself on Saturday for a private visit in Canton, Ohio. The two sides sat down, talked about his mentality, his mindset, his excitement as a player, and Darren Peterson in that meeting expressed that he wanted to be a part of this Jazz transition. We know they went out and got Jaren Jackson Jr. To add to Lauri Markkanen and Keontae George, and now Darren Peterson joins the fold.
Darren Peterson on his way to Utah. And we know, Bobby, that the Jazz are not afraid to take a player who maybe didn't go to work out with them. They did it with Ace Bailey before, and now they have done it once again with Darren Peterson, who is headed to the Utah Jazz. But now it's the Memphis Grizzlies that are on the clock. And Memphis is in a really interesting spot here because they traded away Jaren Jackson Jr., as we just talked about, to Utah. John Morant is still on the roster, but it feels like they are looking for a resolution with their superstar.
They are, certainly with, they tried.
Come on, let's Chicago. Let's get the
votes. Where this direction is going, they traded Desmond Bain last year, Jaren Jackson Jr. I would expect John Morant to be the next player to be on the move. And when you look at Cedric Howard, who is here, and who they go at number 3, that is going to be kind of the rebuild with the Memphis Grizzlies.
And they own a lot of their draft assets. They built a really nice collection of draft assets that are coming up as they try to work towards that rebuild.
And they've got some exciting young players right now. So now they're about to add another one to the mix. They're going to get some front court help to play alongside Zach Edey. This is a team that wants to play fast. So they have a couple options here. I think Boozer's most likely to pick, but Caleb Wilson be a guy that can play in the open floor as well.
Yeah, we've talked about Cameron Boozer as being someone who in any other year could be a number 1 pick as well. Well, we hear his name called now. Let's send it back to the podium and NBA Commissioner Adam Silver as Memphis has made their selection.
With the 3rd pick in the 2026 NBA Draft, the Memphis Grizzlies select Cameron Boozer from Duke University.
Oh, they got the booze. They got the booze. They got the booze. That means he
has been a winning player at every single level.
Good job. Good job. Good job. We're going to play with John.
Boozer, the consensus National Player of the Year, AP All-America first-team selection. He is the son of 2-time NBA All-Star and NCAA champion. You see him there, Carlos Boozer. But it was his mom, Cameron told me, who drove him to every single practice, every tournament, helped him find all of his trainers. He, of course, played with his twin brother, Caden, at Duke as well. And this quote, I think, just gives such great insight, as you see a very proud pops right there, into the winning mentality of Cameron Boozer. He said, whether I go 1 or I go 15, it's about fit. I just want to have a long career. Where it starts doesn't determine where I'm going to finish. And Jay, you've said that looking at Cam's numbers, he really did have a case here to be the number 1 pick.
No question. And again, I think he's the best pure basketball player in the draft. He's skilled, he's physical, he knows how to play. Plays angles really well. He's
Come on, Caleb on the Bulls. Oh yeah, Dre.
On the season,
it's going down.
54 of them, so it's a high volume to take a look at. So he can space the floor. He's excellent in the post, and then he can face up. But he's an elite processor of the game, an excellent passer with a 25% assist rate. You can see here coming off a screen roll, a little pick and pop, and as he spins into the lane.
No, I know we ain't got to take that long.
With a difficult pass out of the lane to get the open shot, and that's something he did game in, game out.
Hey, that's right, Dre.
He had 22 double-doubles on the season. And he had 14 games where he led Duke, an outstanding team with a bunch of really good players.
You got to take so long.
Rebounding, and assists in the same game. In fact, his worst game was 14 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists against a team that Duke blew out. He didn't play the whole game.
I just want to hear it. I want to see it.
This is a team in Memphis that's played undersized at the 4 with Santi Aldama, who can step out and shoot the basketball, but he's not a guy that you can play high-low action with. It's not his game. I think Cameron Boozer is going to make Zach Edey a better player because you're going to be able to get into some high-low actions because of Boozer's passing ability and also his ability to step out. And at times, if there's a cross match, get a center to extend against him so Edey has a size advantage inside. I just think it's a great pairing with that young front court.
Boozer also showed that he can come off of ball screen. So imagine Zach Edey setting a ball screen, Boozer coming off of the ball screen. You can run the offense through Cameron Boozer anywhere on the floor, facing the basket with his back to the basket. He has so much versatility and so much strength. Jay, you mentioned one of his worst games of the season. He also one game in the ACC championship, had 13 points, struggled from the field, 8 rebounds, and 8 assists. He does everything.
And now he's with our Lisa Salters.
I am so
Come
happy
on.
for you guys. Like, I have known you guys since you were little. So I just feel so much happiness for you guys right now. But for you, Cameron, just you've known this moment was coming, right? But what's it like when you finally hear the commissioner say your name?
I don't even know how to describe it, honestly, man. It's crazy. Instant happiness, instant joy. Basically my whole life in a couple of seconds. So it was amazing for sure.
And Cece's over there trying not to cry. I'm going to get to you, Miss Cece. But first for you, Cam, you and your brother Caden, you guys came into the world with a purpose, and that was to save your older brother Carmani, who was battling sickle cell disease. You guys did that. And I know that this moment is your moment, but in your mind, how much of it belongs to your brothers as well?
Yeah, I mean, it's my moment, but it's our moment. You know, as a family, you see us all sitting here. You know, I wouldn't be here without any of these guys right here, and girls, of course, my mom. But, you know, it's just a great feeling to be here with them. They've been there with me every step of the way. So it's amazing for sure.
And Carmani, I know how tight all of you guys are. Just what's it mean to you to know that your brother, your little brother, probably a little taller though, but your little brother is the number 3 pick in the draft?
Being able to see everything he does, works hard, and then shows up, I couldn't be more proud of someone. And to be able to call my little brother is amazing.
And Miss Cece, I go back
that
to
little brother.
I go back to almost 20 years ago. You guys were dealing with so much fear and uncertainty at that time, and now here you are 19 years later, all of your boys are thriving. Like, how would you describe this journey to get here?
I think it's really just faith over fear. So, you know, we battled that adversity as a family, and now we get to celebrate as a family and be here to watch Cameron, and I just couldn't be more proud.
And Carlos, I just keep thinking of the kids in their 3 Bulls jerseys at the Heat game, cheering for the Heat. That was hilarious. But what have you told Cameron about what to expect as an NBA rookie?
Yeah, first, just so proud of him, man. Like the dedication. You heard Carmani talk about it. His sacrifice. He shows up every single day. I'm just happy for him, man. Take each moment, enjoy each moment. Obviously, be where your feet are. There's something you've been waiting for your entire life, and go enjoy it, man. Go enjoy it.
Congratulations to all of you guys. I know this is a family affair. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I'm happy for
runs in the Boozer
Hey,
family,
we gotta
and
take
now
too
the
long.
Chicago Bulls
What they
are
waiting
on
on?
the clock. The
What they
pick
waiting
is
on?
in. So let's send it back to the podium to
Oh, the
see
pick
who the
already in,
Chicago
baby.
Bulls here
We
are
already
selecting
knew.
with the number 4 overall
We
pick.
already knew the pick. We knew the pick was in, baby. Come on. Let me go and sound this horn.
With the 4th pick in the 2026 NBA draft,
Come on.
the Chicago Bulls select Caleb Wilson from the University of North Carolina.
The Chicago nigga.
Big personality here. 6'9" forward out of UNC, headed to Chicago.
The Chicago nigga.
He shares this moment with his mom, Sabrina, his dad, Jerry, who coached him up until he was in 8th grade, and his 12-year-old sister, Jackson, who Caleb says he really wants to be a role model for, and he wants to continue to give her someone to look up to. But his season was cut short. He missed the final 9 games with some hand injuries. Now he uses that as motivation. But Bobby, you said that Wilson, he was one of the best pre-draft interviews you've ever done.
He was, and not just because he likes Fleetwood Mac and
In the
Legos
air.
like me.
He in the air.
Listen, when you get down and sit with him, you can talk about personally, you can talk about on the court, and certainly on the court, the ability to process information, the ability to read scouting reports, watch films, study opposing coaches here. I love everything about him. He is joining a front court of Matas Bazelis. They're going to out and get and trade Nick Claxton here. That is the making of a front court with a new general manager.
You can play
Graham.
defense
Caleb
and
Wilson is an
everything.
elite competitor that has all the physical traits to stand out as a two-way player in the NBA. Long and fast first step, the overall combination of size, speed, quickness, bounce, athleticism, you name it. He's also plays with physicality. That'll help him make plays on both sides of the floor. My favorite thing, though, for him is his defense. On the ball, off the ball, in help side, he covers so much
He
ground.
only worked out for the
Does it
Bulls.
oftentimes out of position.
He want
when
to be.
makes these
He say he want to be our next Michael Jordan, Chad.
I think he's the most dynamic, certainly front court athlete in the draft. And there are times where it looks like he's stymied, where he just jumps up and punches it over you, and your jaw's on the floor. He's got a really good shooting touch on a turnaround jumper. He's not yet a three-point shooter. He shot under 30% from three, but I think that's something that he can add. And he's relentless, hard worker, and he's got a dynamic personality as well. He draws people in, teammates. And Hubert Davis, his coach last year, has said if he ran for student body president, he'd win. If he ran for mayor of Chapel Hill, he'd win. He had the whole community on his side in a short period of time.
Yeah, well, and you hear about the personality. We're going to get to see it here. He's with our Lisa Salters.
Caleb, it was just about 10 years or so ago that you were an aspiring little hooper in Atlanta, going to Hawks camp, and now here you are, the number 4 pick in the NBA draft. How did that kid get here?
That kid got here by hard work, believing in himself, and having a great support system. You know, I stepped tunnel vision, kept working, and that's time to see red, man.
You broke your hand in
I did.
February, and then you broke your right thumb
You
in
about to
March.
see red,
How
baby.
is all that doing now?
It's doing great. It's doing great. I feel great, and you know, I feel like that happened for a reason. You know, I'm grateful for the opportunity to play in the NBA, and I feel like if that would have never happened, I wouldn't be in the position I'm in now.
And for you as parents, I know how proud you must be of your son, but not just for what he does on the basketball court. He didn't wait until he turned pro to start giving back. He's already done so much in his community in Atlanta. Just what does that say about your son?
It says how genuine of a person he is. He's a true lover of the community. He loves to give back and look out and help for as many kids as possible. It's just a genuine, true authenticity as a person.
Mom?
I feel the same way he does.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Lisa. And now it's the Los Angeles Clippers that are on the clock. Remember,
Man, his
they
mama
dropped
look
this
like
pick. They held
I
on
ain't
to
gonna-
this pick through the Ivica Zubac deal, and you can
Like,
see this is Los Angeles. There's
I'm
a little
just
watch
happy.
party that's happening. And Bobby, we've sort of said that this is where the draft really starts here tonight.
Here it goes. Here we go with the guards. Buckle up. And I think there's a lot of different directions they can go. They can go Keaton Wagler, the guard from Illinois. They can go Michael Brown, Darius Acuff.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Brian.
5 guards maybe in the next 5 or 6 picks here. And I think this, listen,
I
I'm not
know
going
he
to
a
put more
two-way
pressure on the
player,
Clippers
Brian.
organization. I think this is the most important pick in Clipper history.
So he says, I'm not going to put any pressure on this.
But I'll just do it. But I'll just do it. Listen, where
Don't
this
stay back over there with
organization is
Keisha,
going,
though.
where they basically have turned the corner with youth, Darius Garland in, James Harden out. We'll see what happens with Kawhi Leonard. Potentially, certainly the aspiration case down the road that needs to be figured out here. But they are turning the corner. Veterans out, younger building blocks. I think they're going to get that at pick
You
5.
mentioned Darius Acuff, but you also talk about they already have a bit of a small backcourt really in what they're building around. Is Acuff a fit here maybe for what the Clippers are trying to do?
I think Darius Acuff Jr. fits anywhere. He's the
But y'all see how the board rolled though? Y'all see how the board goes? You know, how the board goes. So now the Bulls got number 15 too. So we y'all just see how the board just going.
Yeah, when you
Darius
think
is
about
up now.
Keaton Wagler
They think
and
Darius
Acuff, obviously a true talent. Keaton
Acuff
Wagler as well, but
is gonna
Keaton
be
Wagler
second.
with his size. When you think about Darius Garland, Keaton Wagler being 6 foot on the ball, he can play off the ball, and if you watch his game against Purdue and the way he put the team on his back, got big guys on an island and was able to shoot over them and then blow past them and hit mid-range shots. He can score in so many ways.
Yeah, Wagler's the guy if you want to play somebody off of playmakers. If you want another dynamic playmaker, you probably go with Acuff here.
Wagler's a lot like Tyrese Halliburton. He reminds me of him.
Tyrese Halliburton getting a lot of airtime
Yeah, yeah.
on this show. The pick is in. Let's send it back to the commissioner.
With the 5th pick in the 2026 NBA Draft, the LA Clippers select Keaton Wagler from the University of Illinois.
Keaton Wagler's mom.
Man, I hate to see
his
him go.
dad,
I hate to see him go.
His sister, his brother, they
Oh,
all
y'all.
played basketball. This is a
I hate to
family
see him
here.
go from Illinois.
And you can see them sharing
Damn.
this moment. But Wagler, he's had a tremendous rise from back in
I
high school where he
understand,
ranked outside the top 100
Yeah.
to
I
now
understand. I
being a
understand.
top 5 pick. And his career
You should-
really
you
took
go-
off in
go when you
Illinois,
can go right
maybe
now.
in no bigger way than he
Killing
was
him in
when
the-
he was a part of that scoring party of
Record
freshmen that we
game.
saw on January
Damn.
24th. He had 46. That was the most points by a freshman in Illinois history. Andrea, you've been high on him for a while. When did you know that he could be this?
One and
top
done. One and
Well, I
done.
certainly knew it when he put up 46 at Purdue. I mean, that was clearly his coming out party, and when he let everybody know just how talented he was. And in that game, it was the 46 points, but at the end of the game, he had a pick and pop situation that he read correctly, and he got his teammate the ball. He had another pass to the corner to find his teammate for a 3. So his ability
Man.
to score and put up 46
Shout out
points
to my
and then
my
still
little
have the
alignment.
that really blew me away.
And he could play
The
on
Chicago-
ball, so he can operate as a point guard.
Yeah,
or
shout
a
out to
shooting
my
guard.
little
He's
night
an
light, y'all.
excellent shooter. Especially in pick and roll
That's
situations.
one of our little
It
soldiers,
seemed
man.
almost impossible to speed him up.
I
He
wish we
played
could have got
at
him.
his
I
own
wish he would have
pace,
failed in the draft,
and
but
that
I
allows
understand.
him the
Shout out.
time to process
Boy,
things.
it's
With
cold,
this little
man.
step back, he's an excellent shooter. And Andre, in that 46-point game, he hit 9 threes against Purdue on January 24th, but he can get to the rim and score. Very good passer, but his ability to change pace and change direction is really impressive. His vision is excellent. And this was a guy that was ranked outside the top 100 coming out of high school. I'd never really heard of him. And Tyler Underwood, Brad Underwood's son, is one that found him playing in Kansas. But this 46 piece he put on Purdue was masterful on a day where Kingston Flemings had 42 against Texas Tech, and A.J. Jabonsa put up 43 on that same day. Keaton Wagler, took home the prize with that 46. It was a remarkable performance. 13 of 17, including 9 threes in that game. Just a remarkable performance in Mackey Arena.
One of the things I love about him is, we know the shooting, but he played second half of the year. He played a lot of point guard. His pick and roll decision making, which is what this league is all about, is outstanding. He's the biggest of this group of guards. I think that plays into his defensive potential as well, and I think he's going to fit in really well with the playmaking that they already have with the Clippers.
Let's hear from him. He's with Lisa Salters.
Keaton, how did you go from being unranked out of high school to the number 5 pick in the NBA draft?
I think it's just all the hard work that I put in and not worried about what anyone else said, just staying true to myself and not worrying about the rankings or anything like that. Just continue to work hard and prove myself to show that I can play at this level.
And you told me that because of all that, you have played for the last couple of years with a chip on your shoulder because of how people overlooked you. Will you be wearing that same chip in the NBA?
I will. It's something that I can't change my mindset with. I got to continue to prove myself to show everyone that I belong here and can be one of the best players in this league.
Mom and Dad, I want you to take a look at this photo of the little guy wearing the Superman. You see that guy? Cute, right? There he is. There he is. Just what are you most proud of, Mom, about that little guy?
I'm just proud of him, just following his dreams and just being a great person. I'm very happy for him.
And Dad, what did people overlook or maybe underestimate about that little guy and what he could become?
Hey, he may have a baby face. He may look younger than most of these guys, but he's a killer on the court. We saw that from the day he was born. He's just a competitive kid. He's just wired that way. And I think there's a lot of people overlook him because he's a little bit slight in build and a little bit younger looking in the face.
Look forward to watching you, Keaton, in the NBA. Congratulations to all of you guys.
Thank you.
He gonna be called, man. Y'all need to
baby
watch
faces
out for
you have.
him.
I've looked 12 since I was
Wagler,
12, so.
listen, Wagler
Get
is
it.
a
Hey,
problem.
Jay, let's check in here on your best available. Because
Wagler
really,
is a problem,
that's what these
Chad.
teams are trying to identify. It's not always about fit. It's about who is the talent that they can grow.
Yeah, and the player you believe in the most, because there are a bunch of worthy candidates. And to Bobby's point, it's about guards right now. I mean, the guards seem to be the best. I feel like Pete Gillen. I love guards. I love crossing guards. I love lifeguards. I love security guards. Guards. So we're going to see a lot of guards coming up in the next 4 or 5 picks.
You also sound like Bobby, and how Bobby has sounded over the last couple of months. The smile on his face.
I know, they're making me like a proud papa right now. I don't want one of these bigs interrupting this right now. All guards right now.
When you're looking at this class of guards, and freshman guards, really, Bobby, earlier you compared them to the class of 1996.
Yeah.
Why is this reminiscent of that group?
Well, I mean, I think it certainly starts at Allen Iverson, and that's the player that Darius Acuff modeled after there, and it certainly has watched a lot here. And you see the Nets, who my former team, they're
going to say you've been in there.
That's a lot of happiness in that room here. So
there's a lot of joy that we're seeing from Sean Marks right in the middle, from Joe Tsai and the Nets. They seem to be thrilled with whatever selection they just made. And it's just about time for us to be clued in on the party. So let's go back to the podium and NBA Commissioner Adam Silver.
With the 6th pick in the 2026 NBA Draft, the Brooklyn Nets select Michael Brown Jr. from the University of Louisville.
Brooklyn fans thrilled here in Barclays Center. And Michael Brown Jr., he was asked during the pre-draft process what he would tell his 10-year-old self. And he said that he would tell little Michael that we're close to the dream and we're so proud of how far we've come. And this is that dream realized as he hears the commissioner call his name. He describes himself as obsessed with watching basketball and guards, Bobby in particular. He did deal with a back injury during the season. He missed some time, but the talent is so clearly there. We saw it February 9th when he put up 45 against NC State, 10 three-pointers, which tied a school record here.
Well, and I think the big thing is you go back to last summer with Team USA. He was the best player there, and the coaches on that staff raved about him. The players on that team raved about him. And in the last 5 games at Louisville, 21 points, 45 from the field, and 42% from three. A big guard, can do a little bit of everything. His dad, listen, we're talking about a lot of families. His dad has played an instrumental role in his development.
And teams were so impressed, Jay, during the pre-draft process with the workouts that they saw from him.
Yeah, he can absolutely score. Uber talented. He's got legs, athleticism, great speed. He had the 3rd fastest agility time at the combine. And when he gets to the rim, because he's very good in screen and roll, and even though he only shot 35% from three, made 55 threes on the year, he's a better shooter than the numbers indicate. But he does pass it well. There are times when you think he can make his teammates better even more than he does, but excellent in transition and a very creative finisher with either hand around the basket, oversized. He did have that back issue. He played fewer games than Darren Peterson did. But one of the games when he came back was the game you referenced against NC State, where he came back and had 45. There were rumors, he's going to shut it down and prepare for the draft, all that stuff. Then he comes back at 45, right. And then he wasn't able to play toward the end of the season. But the talent, undeniable.
He missed 14 total games, roughly a month in the middle of the season. Then he came back, and then he missed all of March again. But clearly that is not deterring the Brooklyn Nets and the talent that they see. And he's with our Lisa Salters.
Michael, you knew that you were going to be emotional when you heard your name. Just, can you describe to me what you're feeling right now?
I can't even put it into words. I'm just full of excitement. I'm home. I'm calling this home now. So I'm super excited.
3 months ago, you told me that your back felt so bad that you couldn't even get out of bed. And this dream, it was in doubt for you. So now that you're a 1st-round pick, what does it mean that you got through all of that adversity and you're here?
It means the world. You got to face adversity at some point. And, it hit right then and there. And, I got a great supporting cast, great parents, great coaching staff, great team, great teammates. They helped me out through that process. And, I feel better than ever now. So it's just surreal for me.
And for you, Mom and Dad, Michael said that because of the sacrifices that you guys made that he didn't even know you were making at the time, that he wouldn't even be here without the both of you. And he said, especially for you, Dad, that he wanted to share this moment with you. What does that mean to you?
It means the world. I think when you're a father, what you start to realize is the moment that your kid or you have your kids that are born, you realize it's no longer about you.
Brown, baby.
It's everybody that's in the house, it's about them first. Then it comes back to you. And I think that's what makes men men. You know, the ability to make sacrifice and put others before them for the greater good. So to see this moment, something that I dreamed of even when I played. And I think the Most High just knew, like, hey, I'm gonna give it to someone that I know you care about more than yourself. And to give it to him, and couldn't be a better person for it to happen to. So it's exciting and it's surreal.
Well, Michael, we are looking forward to watching you do your thing in this building. Like you said, welcome home.
Welcome home, absolutely.
Congratulations.
I'm home. I'm home.
Welcome home is right for Michael Brown Jr. And now it's the Kings that have made their pick quickly. They still have time on the clock, and they said, no, we are ready. So let's send it back to Commissioner Adam Silver.
With the 7th pick in the 2026 NBA Draft, the Sacramento Kings select Darius Acuff Jr. from the University of Arkansas.
That's a great pick. Yup. Good pick.
So Darius Acuff,
I already knew.
that
was
joins
happening.
the fraternity of John Calipari guards in the NBA. And this is really full circle because he's been selected by the Sacramento Kings. His father played point guard at Eastern Kentucky, and his dad's coach, Scott Perry, who's now in the front office for Sacramento. And I mean, if you look up the definition of an electrifying scorer, you're going to see that young man. Measured at 6'2" at the combine, already drawing comparisons to other greats of his stature. Allen Iverson dubbed Acuff the next Kim. And Jay, you've called him a walking bucket here.
Well, he's a creator. Averaged 23 points, over 6 assists. He was the only player in Division I to average over 20, over 6 assists, and shoot 44% from three. He is powerful, compact, and he's got great speed. And his ability not only in transition, but to get to the basket and to finish plays. And he played hurt throughout the year. He had a toe problem. He was in a boot the second half of the year. He did a boot during the week, and John Calipari was trying to get him to take a game off, and he wouldn't do it. Didn't really have many bad games at all. But Darius Acuff Jr., lightning quick in transition, but just elite offensively. Can shoot it, can drive it, and an excellent passer that's got terrific vision. Really good in pick and roll situations, shot over 48% from the field. Very good in isolation as well, but the speed and the length that he has at 6'2", and the way he finished the year, his last 8 games, he averaged 26 points a game and shot 48% from three. You know, the MVP of the Southeastern Conference tournament. He was absolutely unstoppable and played with some good players. You know, Malik Thomas is expected to be taken in the first round as well, Trevin Brazil, but Darius Acuff was the man. And look at this one. I mean, he's the only SEC player. He and Pete Maravich, the only players in the SEC to lead in scoring and assists in a single season. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's incredible company to keep. Acuff scored or assisted on just under 39 points per game. He led the country creating his offense.
He was appointment television during the tournament. Let's send it over to Lisa Salters.
Darius, you are blaying out right now. Just what makes this moment so special to you?
It's very special. Just being here with them, seeing them smile, that's the best moment.
And Dad, you took him to the gym when he was just 4 years old. Just how did you know that he was born to play ball?
I mean, it was the look in his eyes. You know, it was the look in his eyes when he first was born. His eyes lit up when you put the basketballs in his hands. So I knew it was something brewing.
I know you guys must be proud. Congratulations to all of you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Lisa, thank you, and congratulations to the Acuff family. We're going to take a break here. When we come back, it's the Atlanta Hawks that are on the clock.
Hawks on the clock, chat. What y'all think so far? What y'all think so far? Atlanta is number 8. How y'all think that the draft went? You know, let me know, you know what I mean, so far. But I mean, man, we got we got Caleb Wilson. Welcome, Caleb. Welcome, Caleb. We're gonna do a whole video. You know what I'm saying? We gotta come in, stay over here on Steady Serving Basketball. You know what I mean? We listen. The Chicago Bulls is getting out of purgatory. Let's try to get Chicago's gotta be sold. I mean, Chicago Bulls had to get rid of the GM. They had, you know what I mean, coach need to move on, gone away, and all of those assistants, y'all going on, you know what I mean, into the, you know what I mean, into the sunset. Just leave Chicago because they, I mean, damn, they did just as worse of a job as John Paxson. At least John Paxson got Derrick Rose. I mean, damn, this guy, the handcuff guy, he was awful. Like, awful, man. God, he got the Guinness Book of World Records in second round draft picks. How do you do that? Crazy work, man. Crazy work. So Chicago was able to move up 4. Then now we got the 15th pick. Let's see how this roll out. But so far, let me see who all. Let me tell y'all who all so far done got picked. Let's look at the draft board on ESPN. Let's look at the draft board. In NBA draft board 2026. Okay. Okay. It's the draft cast. Kings just made they pick the 7th pick. Number 8 pick was just picked. Let me see. It's the first round. So the first round, chat, so far, you got AJ the Banster from BYU, he going to the Wizards. Darian Peterson going to Utah. You got Cameron Boozer. You know what I'm saying? Man, we could have got either one I was happy with. Either one I was happy with. You dig what I'm saying? Either one got Cameron Boozer over there. He went to the Grizzlies. And now what's going on, Jabari? And now for the Chicago Bulls, we got here go the board, y'all. Here go the board. Here go the board. It's the board right here, y'all. Caleb Wilson. Hand down, man down. We done came up, baby. We done came up a two-way player. He could score the ball. He ain't a big old three-point shooter, but he got a mid-range shot. He quick on the good defense. He a grit grind player. He could be a superstar. I mean, I think Caleb Wilson is probably the most slept on. He should have, me personally, he should have went number 2. Me personally, he should have went number at least 2. If he didn't go number 1, he should have went number 2. But I'm glad. Woo! I'm so glad, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I ain't gonna even lie. I'm happy. I'm real happy. I'm real. Yeah, Caleb Williams could have easily went number 2, but I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm real happy, Chet. I'm real happy. I mean, you got AJ the Banster once again to the Wizards. Darian Peters went to the Utah. Man, we almost got that. Hey, I was cool with either one though, Jabari. I was cool with what. Yeah, we got Caleb. Oh yeah, Caleb Williams and Caleb Wilson. Yep. Yeah, we got. Hey, we cooking like fish grease right about now. We cooking like fish grease, Chet. I ain't gonna lie to you. So we up.
But the shot goes in. Like, why do you mess with it? It goes in. But I think he can really guard, and he's tough. And the one thing he never changes.
So the King got Flemings.
Like Bjorn Borg out there. Like he's ice all the time. And that 42-point game he had at Texas Tech.
I'm sorry, the Hawks. The Hawks got Kingston Fleming.
Needed him to do something, and he stepped in and had that 42 piece. It was really impressive to watch.
And I love what Fran Fraschilla said when he said he chose the basketball equivalent of the Navy SEALs by choosing Houston. Kingston Flemings is with our Lisa Salters. Kingston, tell me, as you're walking up to the stage to shake the commissioner's hand, just what thoughts go through your mind about the journey that got you here?
Yeah, like you said, the journey. I mean, put in work. You know, early mornings, late nights. You know, with my dad and my mom.
Tagu, I don't know.
It feels great. You know, but I'm just ready to work for Atlanta.
I want Jason Kidd. To be honest with you, Jabari, I ain't gonna even lie to you. I want Jason Kidd over here. That'll be a big time move.
As you see him sitting here now,
a big time move. Jason Kidd coming to Chicago. That'll be a big time move, bro. I ain't gonna even lie to you. Yeah, I ain't gonna even lie.
Instead of placing our thought process on them and what we want for them, so they write down their goals, and then our job is to just keep pushing them towards that.
Mom, how proud of him are you right now?
I'm so proud. I always tell Kingston, little Kingston would be even more proud of what he's accomplished with the goals that he set forth so many years ago. And now today has come to fruition. This was his ultimate dream.
Congratulations to all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I love that Kingston, he published a letter today that was addressed to all the general managers in the NBA. I'd never seen that before. And now he's found his home here with the Atlanta Hawks. The Dallas Mavericks are on the clock, and it's been a week of change for them. As you can see, their new head coach, Dusty May, is in the building. He just won.
Y'all got something in Atlanta, though.
And now has made the jump over to the NBA here. You can see his resume. There is a possibility we could see one of his former Michigan players selected here to go to Dallas, join Cooper Flag and Kyrie Irving. What's the first order of business going to be?
Well, I think you have to get it big. I do. I know you've got Kyrie Irving coming back. You could certainly go guard and have someone to back up Irving here. But I think when you look either at Jakob Lenneberg or Morez Johnson, those two players fit what Dallas needs here.
Look at our old buddy, Mike Schmitz, now, of course, the general manager of the Dallas Mavericks. But he was on this desk with us, Bobby Knox.
Oh, he was. Now he's making big decisions.
Making big decisions. Help select this head coach. Is there a style of play that you think Dallas is going to be looking at, Jay, under Dusty?
Well, yes. I mean, he's an excellent offensive coach, but you got a guard in the NBA. You look at what the Knicks did this last year with positional length and versatility on the wing, and that makes you start thinking, to Bobby's point about a guy like Morris Johnson Jr.
Yes, really needs shooting, but they also need size at the four. They've been undersized for a while.
Well, they've made their selection here. Let's send it to the commissioner, who has the pick.
With the 9th pick in the 2026 NBA Draft, the Dallas Mavericks select Morez Johnson Jr. from the University of Michigan.
Forward.
Johnson Jr. reuniting here with his head coach,
From Michigan.
Dusty May. You can see
Yeah.
He started in all 40 games for Michigan, and all of his averages jumped from his freshman year at Illinois to his sophomore season at Michigan, and he chose Michigan in part because of the development for the NBA. Dusty May kind of looking like a proud pops there. This is a little bit of a homecoming moment here for him. There's going to be some familiar faces as he makes this leap as well. But Morris Johnson Jr., he had a double-double in the championship game against UConn. And Jay, you've called him one of the best front court defenders in this draft.
Yeah, man.
He's a defensive weapon out on the floor. He's a powerful athlete that's relentless, and relentless is really hard to beat at any level. Shot 71% at the rim. He's 6'9", really strong, and he's got a 7'3" wingspan. So he could be a lot. He could be a screen and roll guy.
Yeah.
He can operate out of the dunker spot. But as a defender, as a primary defender, his opponent shot 35% when he was the primary defender. He can switch onto a point guard, not just stay in front for a couple dribbles. He can guard that guy. Get steals, block shots, and when he takes the ball to the basket, he can absorb the ball and still punch it on you. Just the most versatile defender in my view in this draft.
When you're trying to think of notable players,
Man, he's not Caleb. He's not Caleb. He needs to stop capping.
So hopefully this pairing actually works a lot better. I think the one thing I like about he's got a nasty streak about him, Morris Johnson. And I think what Jay said, when you go to a Dallas team that's undersized at the floor, you have PJ Washington right now. You pair him with Cooper Flag in there. That is certainly a big front court.
Lex, I know you said that Dallas needs shooting, but when you think about Morris Johnson Jr., he is working on his shooting. His shooting got better at Michigan, but he's an excellent cutter. He lets the offense come to him. He shot just under 70% at the rim and 90% on dunks, and that's why his teammates were so happy playing with him and now happy for him in this moment.
Yeah, his shooting stroke, when you look at his mechanics, to me, that lends itself to extending his range.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at now defensively. When you put him next to Cooper Flag, you talk about versatility in your front court. Guys that can slide their feet, but also play much bigger at the rim. PJ Washington has been playing the four for them a lot. And we have a guy that's 6'10" play there.
Really emotional here for his family. This is a dream that they've collectively been working toward, and now Morez is with Lisa.
Morez, how much do you think your coach had a little bit to do with this fit?
This is second day. I think he had a little bit, but not too much in this, but it's crazy, man. We got work to do. Back to work.
What does this moment mean to you?
This moment means a lot to me, man. I've been thinking about this since I was a little kid. Dallas has always been a place I wanted to go. And it's insane that I'm actually going to Dallas.
And Dad, I can see what it means to you. Can you describe what you're feeling right now?
Man, it's amazing. It's amazing. We worked hard for it, though. Real hard.
And you told him back in 6th grade when he was doubting himself a little bit that you told him what he had to do to make his dreams come true. What was What was your message to him?
Just work hard, keep working, outwork everybody. You will make it. And he was saying, like, ignore all the outside noise. You're going to catch up to him later. I remember that.
So what do you think about following Coach May to Dallas now?
Man, it's insane. The Michigan Mavs now. But I'm very grateful for this opportunity, man. And I'm excited to do it with my coach. We won together this past season. Looking forward to winning with him in the match when I get there.
Looking forward to seeing you in the NBA. Congratulations to you all.
Good job. Good job.
She says, I am so happy. I am so happy. And she should be. Her son on his way to the Dallas Mavericks here. I love him enjoy.
She's going to live in Dallas with KEYSHA, with all y'all, with KEYSHA.
I like the Michigan Mavs. That's gonna catch on here. The Michigan Mavs are striking in Dallas. Now, though, it's the Milwaukee Bucks who are on the clock legs, and they have had a busy last 24 hours. It seems like youth still having the players to be able to figure out some way to compete, and also building through the draft is their priority.
Yeah, look, you're talking about reinventing yourself and what was the face of the franchise in this one particular style of way of playing. They're changing all of that overnight. Now, to me, they need some wing talent, and they need guys that can defend, because you've got to change now the identity, I think, of how you're going to approach going about winning. I think this pick
Johnson now shakes up what's about to happen for these next few picks.
Well, and they're going to have two cracks at it at 10 and 13 here, so you're going to get two good players. The one thing with Giannis not on the roster anymore, this is going to be the only player at 10 who's been drafted in the first round that Milwaukee will have on the roster, and he will soon be joined by somebody at pick 13. Ferris at 10, Lendeberg at 10, Demara at 10. There's a lot of different variables you can go here.
Friends, are you advocating to break up your run of guards, or you already saw it once? Or
No, it's back. We got to get it back on track.
All right, Bobby's saying let's get it back on track to the guards in his mind. But Milwaukee, again, this is an important decision as they look to turn the page from the Giannis Antetokounmpo chapter in franchise history. The clock is ticking down. The pick should be in imminently as we take a look here at
in franchise history. The clock is ticking down. The pick should be in imminently as we take a look here.
Certainly with the amen as far as a big wing. And I think when you're looking at Milwaukee's roster here, there's no Bobby Portis. Kyle Kuzma's on his last year of his contract. They went out and got Jaime Jaquez and Khalil Weir here. I think he would fit with this group here just based on the style that he plays.
This is a very different draft for the Milwaukee Bucks than they've made in years past. The pick is in. Let's send it back to the podium and find out who will be the newest member of the Milwaukee Bucks.
Ain't nobody clapping in that room, chat. Nobody clapping in there.
In the 2026 NBA draft, the Milwaukee Bucks select Braden Burries from the University of Arizona.
Okay.
After helping Arizona get to the Final Four, Braden Burries is on his way to Milwaukee, and I'm half surprised, guys, that his family didn't show up here today with those famous T-shirts with his face on them that they wore all season long to his games, which I just love. But Burries, he led Arizona in scoring, just over 16 a game, and his college coach, Tommy Lloyd, describes him as a laid-back, unassuming guy, and it makes sense because he listens to gospel music before games to calm him down, and Bobby, you called him the silent assassin.
Well, I do. I mean, I got to sit down with him and talk, and he was a man of few words here, but the one thing I did learn is that he loved watching those Chicago Bulls teams back in the day of Tom Thibodeau, and now he's a stone throw away in Milwaukee here. And here's a big guard, 6'4", 215, grab and go, offensive rebounder here. He's got some toughness with him.
What does a Burries hero backcourt start to look like?
Two guys that can really shoot it and have some toughness to them. And, you know, Braden Burries is from San Bernardino. Really good player in high school, very highly regarded. But this last year, he was number 3 in the country in plus-minus behind Yaxel Lendeborg of Michigan and Cameron Boozer of Duke. He impacts winning. He's a smooth shooter, very skilled, fundamentally sound, and he's got really good speed. And he makes really impressive plays at both ends of the floor. I mean, the scoring stands out, his open court ability, but he makes defensive plays. He had a huge block at the end of the game against BYU on the road that wound up saving the game when BYU made an amazing comeback. But he's an instinctive defender, gets steals, and he makes the play that's required. You know, DeAndre Ayton was the only freshman in Arizona that scored more points in his first year than Braden Burries did, and he did it on a Final Four team.
That makes sense.
He's a really good player, and he's got no memory. Like
He's tough. He's tough.
Once he does something, it's in his rearview mirror. He doesn't think about it. He's on to the next thing.
Which is a perfect segue, Jay, because
He went up
what stands out to me the most when I think about Braden Burries is
7.3
not
points.
just physically, but mentally. And if you look at the start to his season, this, like you said, Jay, he put it behind him in November, 10 points per game. He struggled against Florida. He struggled against UConn. He was in single digits. Did not matter. He turned the page, and he was dominant from December to April to help lead one of the best teams in the country. Mentally, physically, he is a very strong player. Braden Burries is with Lisa Salters.
Braden, you said that this game is bigger than you and that you have to have multiple whys to play it. Just what were some of the whys for you wanting this moment?
Some of my whys was just saying, like, I want to take care of my family. You know, I want to inspire the younger generation that's next to come. And also I want to be something that's bigger than myself, you know, and just trying to strive to be the best version of myself each and every day.
And you've told your dad that this moment is ours. You said that both of your parents helped get you here, but you said especially for your dad, this moment is ours. Why do you say that?
Because, you know, he grew up playing basketball, same with my mom. And I just want to make sure that they know that they can live through me, and I just try to make them happy every single day.
Mr. Bobby, what does it mean to you to hear him say that?
I can be honest with you. I can barely.
That the moment belongs to both of you. That him being here belongs to both of you.
Oh man, it's an honor, man. He put a lot of hard work in, a lot of sacrifice. He could have went down the wrong way, not listened. He really respectful, great character, and we really appreciate it.
Miss Hannah, what kind of person are the Bucks getting in your son?
Wow, somebody with a lot of integrity, who is a hard worker, who is dedicated, honest, has great character, and he's going to give his all out there.
Well, we look forward to watching him in the NBA. Congratulations.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lisa. And he's a juggler. I don't know how I picked up that in the show, but I felt like I needed to get that hobby in. All right, it is the Golden State Warriors, my hometown, that is on the clock here. Let's just take some stock in where Golden State is at here. Their record last year, 37-45, the second fewest wins in the Steve Kerr era. And they were eliminated by the Phoenix Suns in the play-in tournament. They missed the playoffs for the second time in the last 3 seasons. And this is after a lot of injuries. Steph Curry, Jimmy Butler missed 83 games. And Jimmy Butler, that injury, of course, Bobby, will continue into next season. So we've heard a lot about 2 timelines for the Golden State Warriors. How do they continue to maximize Steph Curry while also building towards the future? They're tasked with that once again.
Well, and they are, and I think where they go at number 11 is a player that can help them right now. I think it's not a developmental project. I think certainly Axel Lenneberg, I think fits. I think that is the perfect. I think they need size. I think they need a mature rookie that can come in there and give you consistent minutes with this group, because that is a position of need right now.
I think
All right, chat. We on number 11.
They've been playing undersized on the wing for several years
Golden
now.
State.
He's just not good enough. And because he's more advanced, he's more mature, you can step him in immediately on opening night. With his versatility, he can do a lot of things for you. He's also got the IQ to play in that type of system, which requires you to read all of those guard splits, run a lot of dribble handoff. I think that would be an ideal pick for Golden State.
And he plays both ends of the floor. He's got great length. I mean, he's a plug-and-play guy. He's going to be 24 by the time the season starts.
Right.
And some people think that's a negative for him for the long term, but for Golden State, they want to win right now. And you can plug him in. He'll fit in great.
Tim Legler does make a good point, though. That might be the first time in my life I've ever called you Tim Legler just as a
I know. I don't even know who you're talking about right now.
Usually it's just legs. But Legs, you make a good point in that Golden State has a patented system here. You come in to plug, play, and fit into a system that has worked around Steph Curry for a very long time.
Well, look at Jonathan Kuminga's in Atlanta now for that exact reason, because he had all the talent, but he didn't necessarily fit in efficiently with what they wanted to do offensively. I think you have to be of a certain mindset to play there.
When you think about joining a team that is ready to win and having to adjust and learn on the fly, Axel Lenneberg, he's had such a long journey from junior college to the mid-majors to Michigan. He has had to adjust throughout his entire career, and he has found success every step of the way. So going to a team that is ready to win and being able to make those adjustments, I believe he could do it.
Golden State really looking to try to continue to figure out how they wait for Jimmy Butler, because it seems like, Bobby, Jimmy will be on their roster here moving forward. There was some conversation as to whether or not they would try to maybe package him in some sort of deal for a player like Giannis, who obviously is off the board.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're looking probably after New Year's, I would think, as far as the Jimmy Butler. Moses Moody, too, is another player that ended the season injured. And now you've got Draymond Green coming up with a player option on the 29th that he can either opt in or become a potential free agent here. So it's a win-now team that needs win-now players.
Yeah, it's a win-now team in a conference that has only gotten more difficult since they had that run through the 2010s. We expect Draymond Green to opt into that player option.
I would expect him back in Golden State one way or another. If he opts in, certainly I think you can opt out and maybe give him a little bit of flexibility and maybe another year as a reward.
Well, and we know that they, after some conversations, Steve Kerr is back there as their head coach. So who will be the newest member of the Golden State Warriors? Let's find out together.
With the 11th pick in the 2026 NBA Draft, the Golden State Warriors select Axel Lenneberg from the University of Michigan.
Yup. KC Chi-Town Calvin.
Axel is a national champion and the Big Ten Player of the Year.
This is Chi-Town Calvin.
The women standing beside him today are one of the
boy got picked.
stories of the draft, and you can see the emotion
The
here.
woman standing beside him today are one of the remarkable stories
When
of the
he was
draft.
struggling in high school, and he told me that when he walks across the stage, he wants people to know that there were so many times, he said, that it was hard for me to believe in myself, and he was close to giving up.
He finna go play with Steph. He crying already.
It was his mom who used to call him every single draft night and ask him, "Are you watching? Because someday this could be you, and someday this could be us." And Yaxel found out that his mom had appendix cancer last fall, and she's still in that fight. But he told me that this moment is for her. You can see that here. A tremendous story, Jay, and a tremendous player.
He's an outstanding player. You know, he started his career in junior college at Arizona Western. He's a two-time JUCO All-American, went to UAB. And last year at UAB, there were two players that led their teams in scoring, rebounding, assists, steals, and blocks. It was Cooper Flagg at Duke and Yaxel Lendeborg at UAB. Then he goes to Michigan, and he was second in the nation he led the nation in plus minus, second in win shares. He's a winner and improved his three-point shooting. He made 67 threes this year. That's more than the prior 2 years combined. They say Swiss Army knife with his versatility, but I said last night he's a Swiss Army tank.
Swiss Army tank.
Like a tank. He's got a 7'3" wingspan, so he impacts the game at both ends of the floor. Versatility, he's a playmaker. His second jump ability. He's an excellent defender. He's a 3-and-D wing that can operate in pick and rolls. In his last 5 games this season, including playing hurt in the championship game against UConn, he averaged 20 points, shot 62% from the field, and 43% from 3. And gutting it out in that title game was really impressive.
Yeah.
Here he is at UAB leading his team in scoring, rebounding, assists, steals, and blocks. He and Cooper Flagg. And he's still, even though he's going to be 24 in September, I believe it is, he's still kind of younger in his development, and he keeps getting better. He keeps adding to his game, and culminating with the national championship this last year. But his ability to play both ends of the floor makes him really a perfect fit to go to the Warriors. I have to be really excited to get somebody like Yaxel Lendeborg.
He's strong, mobile, moves well laterally, competes defensively and on the glass. Another thing about Yaxel as well, he plays with so much joy. It's just this infectious joy that spreads to his teammates. I love watching this moment with his mom because Yaxel's an incredible story of what can happen when you make sacrifices and you're uncomfortable. He's from New Jersey. His mom said, "You're going to Arizona to junior college. Figure it out." And he did.
Yeah, he did, with a little push from mom, which I think all of us have needed at different points. And now Yaxel is with Lisa.
I can see you're both still feeling it. Just describe to me, Yaxel, what's going through your heart right now?
That'd be the most impossible. You know, I don't deserve to be here right now. Didn't have the traditional path. You know, this is like, I'm truly unworthy. I can't believe it.
You deserve to be here, but I saw you share we all saw you share a long, tearful hug with your mother when you heard your name announced. Just what was she saying to you?
You deserve.
She was saying we did it. All the sacrifice that we made, we finally accomplished it. We did it. She's proud of me, and she's so excited.
Just 6 years ago, you said you were kind of lost. You didn't see a future for yourself. Just how did that kid get here?
That kid got here because of her. She pushed a dream, forced me to go out there and step into the world and become a man. You know, I had no choice but to go out there and do the best I could. So I vowed every day to be a better man, be a better person, and just do the best I can for her. So everything I do.
And now your mom is facing a challenge of her own, battling cancer. Just how special is it to be sharing this moment with her?
It means everything to me. This is the least I could do for her. You know, she's done so much for me. She's put her whole life on hold for my life, and I'm super proud of her for fighting so hard. And I'm glad we get to share this moment together.
Miss Giselle, how are you feeling right now? How are you doing?
Right now, I feel so blessed. It's a dream come true for us, for Yaxel, and I think he deserves it because he sacrificed a lot.
how did you know that that kid who seemed lost, how did you know that this is who he could be?
How did you know?
Because I know he has very potential. He was an amazing kid, and I know he's gonna be great. And he had a dream. It's a dream come true. He wanna be NBA. He's the NBA right now.
You deserve to be here. We wish you nothing but the best, Miss Giselle. Congratulations to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Because moms know.
Yes, no.
Because there is a kid right now who is watching the NBA draft, or maybe has it on in their background, and their parents are watching, and they're trying to figure it out, who they are, how they fit, what they want to do, or who they want to be. And maybe they're a little lost. They don't know, and their parent is saying, "Well, this is the path." And it's always hard when you're a kid to listen to your parents. But Giselle and the Lindebergs are a testament to believing in yourself, persevering, pushing through, and good things happen. And as Lisa said, we're certainly wishing Giselle all the best in her journey right now through battling cancer as well. With that, it is the Oklahoma City Thunder that are on the clock. The pick is in. Let's send it back to the commissioner.
With the 12th pick in the
OKC.
2026 NBA draft, the Oklahoma City Thunder select Adai Mara from Zaragoza, Spain, and the University of Michigan.
The Oklahoma City another national champion.
From Zaragoza, Spain, and the University of Michigan.
Ooh, chat.
The most skilled center in this
They
draft.
getting bigger and bigger. They feel like they gotta get big to compete. This young boy he's gonna be ready.
7'6" wingspan. He's an excellent passer.
7'6" wingspan.
Makes sense because he says he studies Nikola Jokic's decision making, but defense, shot blocking, legs, that's his calling card.
That is, and also he's a guy that you can really trust with the basketball. To go to the right place for dribble handoffs, excellent at reading cutters. Now that offense lends itself to it. For as many traps as SGA sees, there's a lot of short roll action, a lot of balls get kicked back to the screener, and then you trust to go make a play. He can do that, and then very agile, great rim protector.
I think he's gonna be all right, Chet.
Do a lot of things defensively to help you on the back end.
Over there with Chet. Chet needs some help.
Somebody else who's in the conference day that Oklahoma City struggled with, not at full strength last year. Could he be someone that they try to task with stopping a Victor Wembanyama?
Well, that's the obstacle in their way to the finals out of the Western Conference. And with that wingspan he has of 7'6", 7'7", he impacts.
Coming right back, Chet.
He blocked 103 shots this last year.
Bulls about to come up, y'all. The Bulls about to come up. 2 more picks. The Bulls about to come up.
And he shoots 55%. The opponents only shoot 55% at the rim when he is in the game. Like, he can cover up the rim. But one of the things he does that's really impressive, he can step away and knock down the three, and I think that's only going to improve. He's got great hands. He catches everything, and he's an excellent passer. You can use him off those zero cuts in the post. You can see the opposite side of the floor. He'll try to throw one behind the back every once in a while. I'm sure Dusty May raised his eyebrows a couple times at that. But you had to let him be him. But that passing is kind of next level. And he started his career at UCLA and didn't play very much. But then he got to Michigan and, like he just played, like to Andrea's point, he played with a lot of joy at Michigan.
Yeah.
And he just perked up in that last year, and he was a huge reason they won the national championship.
There's a lot of reason if you're a Michigan fan to have joy right now, and Adai is with our Lisa Salters.
Adai, we know that you are an avid chef. That's what I'm told anyway, as you're joined by your parents. Congratulations to you all. Oh, look at that. Adorable. I know that you're an avid chef. What's the recipe to turning a tall, skinny kid from Spain into a first-round draft pick?
I think the big one, I would say, if I had to choose, is the consistency. That was the biggest play, the biggest thing that I had to do. Being patient, to be from that little kid right there playing with the basket to just being selected.
And you started playing pro ball in Spain when you were 16. Just how did that experience, plus winning a title at Michigan, how did that help prepare you for what's coming in the NBA?
Everything, like everything that I've done during my life, since I was a kid, going to college, playing pro in Spain, all these things that really helped me to get where I'm at. So I'm very happy that I did it, and I'm very happy that I have these two people here just helping me through all this process.
Well, you're the third Michigan player selected already tonight, so I'm sure you guys are going to have a lot of fun tonight. Congratulations to all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lisa. Hey, coming up here, we're going to be joined by the #1 pick, AJ Devanza. Can't wait to chat with him about his journey from BYU to the Washington Wizards.
Got sunscreen, swim diapers, SPF sun shirt, 2 fans, baby powder, and 1 floaty.
Sun hat.
Sun hat.
What's he talking about?
I got it. Cash back on first-time pair wins.
Sun hat. Check.
Umbrella.
I'm not.
Earn 3% at drugstores and so much more.
I know you be stealing.
Chase Freedom Unlimited.
Get out of here, you be stealing.
Where the road would lead. But the moment she stepped in, life changed.
These are mine.
She now had all the power and space needed to live a life I might narrate.
Seriously?
Tell Nami to come get the tea.
The all-new Audi Q3, made for a life of yes. Get exceptional offers at your local Audi dealer.
God damn it. I'm doing commercials and everything, chat. Well, chat, what y'all think about so far? We so far in the draft. We have AJ DeBanster for the Wizards, Darian Peterson. We knew that was going to go that way for Utah. Arguably, Cameron Boozer and Caleb Williams could have went 1 or 2 too. Arguably, to me. Cameron Boozer went #3. Caleb Williams, here chief. Caleb Wilson. I'm sorry. We got a Caleb Williams and a Caleb Wilson. Caleb Wilson went #4 with the Chicago Bulls. It's up from here, y'all. Chicago up from here. I'm just telling y'all. We already been in purgatory for so long. It's up for here. I mean, we got the right draft pick. We got the right draft pick, y'all. I mean, he could do it. He could do it all. He a two-way player. He can score. He can play defense really good. He ready to go like day one. He a #4 pick that's ready to go from day one. And that's real big. Keaton Wagler from Illinois was number 5. Went to LA. Mike Brown Jr. Went to the Baltimore. I'm sorry, the Brooklyn Nets. The Kings got Darius Okoff Jr. The Hawks got Kingston Flemings. Morez Johnson Jr. went to Dallas. That's a big pick. A big boy. He could play defense also. Barrios. When Giannis is gone, and this is the first time they had a 10 pick in the first round like this in a long time. Bryden Barrios is I mean, damn, he is a steal. He long. He could play both ways. I mean, I think he one of the ones that's actually underestimated. and then you got Yaxel Lindenborg, and then Ada Mara going to OKC. So now we got Miami, chat. We got Miami.
So you're going to see that it is the Miami Heat that is on the board here, but really remember his pick is on the way to the Milwaukee Bucks. Miami hat, Milwaukee Bucks contract. With that, let's send it back to the commissioner.
Okay, so whoever they pick going over to Milwaukee. Whoever they pick going to Milwaukee. So it don't matter. It's going right to Milwaukee. Nate Amon.
You can see him getting the call right here that Nate Amon is headed to the Milwaukee Bucks. Yes, the pick says Miami. He is headed to Milwaukee, the freshman forward out of Tennessee. He really left an impression with his size and his skill. And he's got room to grow, and I mean that both metaphorically and physically, because doctors say that his growth plates are still open. And Amon told our Mark Spears that he believes he has the best upside, he said, in the draft, and he has not even scratched the surface of the player that he believes he can grow into in the NBA. His coach, Rick Barnes, said that Amon is everything you would want here in a player, Bobby.
Well, and I think the biggest thing, too, is that he played hurt towards the end of the year and still averaged 7.5 free throw attempts in the last 10 games here, 2.3 assists. He is a big, and he's going to, as you said, he's going to develop into that body area, and he goes to a Milwaukee team that added Braden Burst. I had them 8 and 11 on my draft board here. I think they've got two really good young players.
There's some big shoes for him to fill here in Milwaukee. Yeah, but he can fill them. He is so versatile. The versatility of
There's some big shoes for him to fill here in Milwaukee. Yeah, but he can fill them. He is so versatile. The versatility of Nate Amon, you can put him in a ton of different positions. His size and length alone are a great place for any NBA team to see potential. 6'9" forward, 6'11" wingspan, but he moves with fluidity, and he has a solid foul.
Not that he doesn't have strength, but that's the next thing for him to add at a higher level. And he was tested. I mean, people came after him to play at him physically because that's where they thought they could take advantage of him. But he answered the call. And to Bobby's point, he got fouled a lot. Like, he stuck his nose in there and got to the free throw line. His three-point shooting is there. He only shot 33%, but he made over 40 of them. But he's got the stroke. Excellent mid-range game. He can affect the game on the defensive end. He's a top 10 talent that got taken at 13.
And as you can see, the reported trade again to Milwaukee Bucks.
I said before, their first pick, wing talent, was a priority. They get Burries, now they get Amon. They've done a nice job filling that need.
I like that we got to see the moment that he found out, and Nate Amon is with our Lisa Salters. Nate, first I want to ask you, when you got drafted, we saw you on the phone. Like, who are you talking to?
Talking to the Milwaukee staff. Super excited to have me. Met with those guys a couple of times, so I'm super excited.
Now, you've said that no one gets to decide the type of player that you are, only you. Just when did you decide that you wanted to be an NBA first-round draft pick?
I would say probably my, when I first started playing basketball with my brothers at the park, just realizing how much it gave me to me, but how much it brought us closer together.
And this is your moment, I know, but I know that you also wanted to share it with your mom because of everything that you went through, just your difficult journey from Rwanda to the United States. Just what has your mom taught you about, what was going to be necessary to achieve something like this?
Yeah, I can get emotional speaking about it, but she's always supported me, believed in me. It just seemed like for Brazilians, just going through it all, it's meant a lot. So.
Just to leave, you escaped civil war in your home country. I'm told that you worked 3 nursing jobs to help the family. How did watching Nate walk across that stage, shaking the commissioner's hand, how did it make all of that worth it? Put your mic up for me.
Make me feel very happy. I think he's a very good kid. He did everything.
Put your mic up for me.
Make me feel very happy. I think he's a very good kid. He did everything I told him to. We told him to. He listened and he's great.
Lisa, thank you. So Nate Ament on his way here to the Milwaukee Bucks. Eventually they'll get him a new jazzy, perhaps this year bedazzled. They look a little bit sparkly. The one that has the Milwaukee Bucks logo on it. And you can see here, this is a part of the trade that sent Giannis Antetokounmpo to the Miami Heat, and in exchange sent a collection of players to the Milwaukee Bucks. It feels like the Bucks here are in a really good position, Bobby, to move forward.
They're in a great position. I think the ability to retool their roster, and certainly the players that are coming in from Miami with led by Tyler Hero and then Braden Barris and then Nate Ament. There's a little bit of wiggle room as far as what they can do in free agency here, but I think this is a great starting point. This is one of the older teams that all of a sudden got a lot younger.
Let's bring in our senior insider, Sham Charania, who broke the news of this trade. Sham, what is the residual shrapnel that we can still see from this trade moving forward, and how are the Milwaukee Bucks feeling after this news?
I think there's a sigh of relief everywhere in Milwaukee in those offices, because this last 8-week period was just about finding alignment within that organization and moving forward from ownership, Jimmy Haslam, Wes Edens, to general manager John Horst. It was about turning the page on the Giannis Antetokounmpo era. It was a 13-month odyssey saga for this franchise, and now they end up with 3 first-round picks, all unprotected. Tonight they get Nate Ament, and then they have 1 pick swap, which is far out in 2030, and then a far out second-round pick as well. But the calls are continuing to come in. These players that the Bucks have: Tyler Hero, Khalil Ware, Kasparis Yakashonis, Jaime Jaquez. The Bucks are getting a ton of interest on these players, and that just shows the value that they all have via this trade as well.
Were we expecting any of those players to be on the move again here, Shams?
Right now, the Bucks traded for them to keep them. But listen, if someone comes in with a out-of-this-world offer, it would not surprise me if the Bucks do something on any one of these guys. But they've traded for these guys, they targeted these guys to keep them.
Yeah, John Horst, certainly, he's no stranger to making big moves here. All right, it's the Charlotte Hornets. After a resurgent year that are on the clock, the pick is in. Let's send it back to the podium.
We have a trade to announce.
Uh-oh.
As part of a deal to be finalized later, the Miami Heat are trading to Milwaukee Bucks the draft rights to Nate Ament, the 13th pick.
Right.
And with the 14th pick in the 2026 NBA draft, the Charlotte Hornets select Hannes Steinbach from Würzburg, Germany, and the University of Washington.
Hannes followed that German pipeline to the University of Washington.
Right.
And is now headed to Charlotte. And he played professionally in Germany before coming to Washington. His father, as you can see, was actually teammates with Dirk Nowitzki in Germany. And Steinbach, he met Dirk. He interacted with him when he was a kid, hung around his dad's practices. And Steinbach told our Bobby Marks that he believes his rebounding can keep him in the NBA legs for the next decade.
And there's no doubt, and they need that in Charlotte. Look, this is a prolific offensive team. They can light it up with anybody. They need some front court depth. They needed a guy like this that can go get the basketball. He's strong, very difficult to root out once he gets position. Tough, hard-nosed is exactly what the front court needed in Charlotte to go with all of that shot-making ability.
Well, we talk about the German lineage at University of Washington. He relied a lot on Detlef Schrempf. That is the person that, as far as took him under his wing here, and as you mentioned, his dad played with Dirk Nowitzki. 4.8 offensive rebounds per game, high level.
He's got huge hands too, and to your point, Legs, about rooting him out, his lower body strength is really impressive. But with those great hands and strength made him the nation's leading rebounder. He's the first freshman to lead the country in rebounding since Michael Beasley did that at Kansas State. He can post. He can
Michael Beasley did that.
He made 18 threes this year, shot about 35% from three. Good court sense. But that rebounding piece, he had 24 rebounds in a game earlier this year against USC, and he's got multiple effort plays, and he's a quick jumper with second jump ability. But that German pipeline you talk about, not just Detlef Schrempf, but Christian Belf, who played in the 80s with Detlef Schrempf. So two great German players.
And you can see Burkhard Steinbach, that's Hannes' father, with Dirk there as former teammates. And now Hannes is with our Lisa Salters. Hannes, you were the first freshman since 2008 to lead the nation in rebounding. Other than being tall, which you are, just what are the Hornets getting in you that makes you such an elite rebounder?
I think just my energy to always go to the ball, always crush the defense spot, always want to finish, play on defense, and just my intuition and reading the glass.
Now we have a message from a very special friend we want you to take a listen to.
We have a message from a very special friend we want you to take a listen to.
We can hear him.
So I've got to ask, sir, if he didn't get his skills from you, where did he get them from?
So I've got to ask, sir, if he didn't get his skills from you, where did he get them from?
From the mother.
Okay.
Come on, Chicago.
Congratulations.
We ain't got to take that much time.
Thank you.
We don't need that much time, baby.
The number one pick is joining us here on set. That's coming up after the break.
What is that? They look kind of cute.
Well, they say him, Lopez, and Christian Anderson is the best fit for Chicago. No, I don't think they're gonna go with that. That's them cigar heads. See them cigar boys. I don't listen to them. I ain't listening to them. Let's see what's the best pick for Chicago at 14. Which one? What is the best pick for Chicago Bulls at 15 in the 2026 draft? Who is the best prospect that you think that the Chicago Bulls should get? I'm finna tell you right now, mine. I already finna tell you. Number 15, young core. They say recent mock draft have the Bulls selecting Burnett Sturts. About that. Burnett Sturts, he fell in the draft though. I don't know. What y'all think? What y'all think, chat? What y'all think? Oh yeah, we see red, baby. We see red over here, baby boy. We got a great pickup. Three of the Michigan players they already picked up, broski. I had mentioned you three of your Michigan boys already gone. Let me show you the board. Three of your Michigan boys. Marez Johnson, Yaxel Lemonborg, and then 80 Maroc. Yeah. Three of your boys already gone, homie. Chicago. All right, Chicago pick is in. Chicago pick is in. All right, I'm finna sound the horn.
Those are the sights, the sounds of draft night so far. But right now, it's the Chicago Bulls that are back on the clock here at pick number 15. And they've made their selection. Here's NBA Commissioner Adam Silver.
Come on with it. Come on with it.
With the 15th pick in the 2026 NBA Draft, the Chicago Bulls select Dalen Swain.
Yeah.
University of Texas.
Dang, they surprised their ass. Hey, we got a whip.
In the 2026
We got a whip.
The Chicago Bulls select Dalen Swain from the University of Texas.
We got a whip, Joe.
Swain played his first 2 years at Xavier before following his head coach Sean Miller to Texas, where he became the SEC
He a tough
Newcomer of the
player.
Year. He led Texas in scoring and rebounding,
Yeah.
steals, and his first memories at the NBA are watching Russ, KD, James Harden, and our guy Big Perk in Oklahoma City. And I do love this. He says that he uses his NIL money. You can see this is just so emotional for him. He used his NIL money to
That's
pay off
big,
his mom's
boy.
college debt.
We in
which
here.
is just so
Hey,
incredibly
see, we in
special
here,
and a
baby.
testament to
We
who
in here,
this young
baby.
man is, Jay.
We in here.
Texas in scoring, rebounding, assists, and steals.
The
He's only
Chicago
major
nigga.
player, to do that. He averaged 17 points, just under 8 rebounds per game. Great versatility.
We ain't here.
He's got good skills and good athleticism. But most of his scoring is below the rim. But he can slash, get downhill.
We ain't worried about that.
30% from free for his career. And I think he can improve his lateral quickness, but he's a tough-minded wing.
Yes.
That can get to the rim and really move in transition.
Good finisher. I think the shooting.
He ready now.
The big leap for him, and this is one of the biggest.
No, he ready now. He one of them ones. He one of them ones.
Ultimately was picked, so we know this is beauty in the eye of the beholder.
Yes.
When it comes to some of these picks, I think there's a lot of room for growth with Dalen Swain, without question. I was wondering if they were going to go with a lead guard here. I think that was definitely a need, but clearly they see a lot of potential upside here.
Oh, upside. He plays with a ton of toughness, great rebounder, 7.5 rebounds per game, and a super athlete. And now is on his way to the Chicago Bulls. But now here, as the Memphis Grizzlies are on the clock, we are joined by AJ DeBonta. I was almost going to say from BYU, but now officially
I'm good, y'all. I'm good, chat.
the Washington Wizards. AJ, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
And thank you so much
I'm
for
good,
joining us.
chat.
This has, I'm sure, been a whirlwind, but you said to
I'm
me
good,
yesterday
chat.
that you have been number one in
Yeah.
high school, you were number one in college, and you had no thought of dropping is how you put it
Yes.
now. So how did this
Be real, and he tough. And he tough, AC.
I mean, I found out when y'all found out. I didn't get a call. My dad had my phone the whole time. So when they said the pick was in, I was just hoping that was me. And, Adam Silver called my name, and I was just super excited.
And that's how you wanted it to be, right? To live in the moment, to not get some tip from an agent or a call from a front office. You wanted it to be Adam Silver who gave you this dream moment.
Exactly how I wanted it.
And how did it live up to how you pictured it?
It's just super surreal. It's kind of how you envision it.
Yeah, we got them high flyers. Yeah, we got them high flyers. We got Boozelis. We got Caleb Wilson. And now we got Dylan. Come on, man. We got them high flyers, boy. Josh Giddey, all he got to do is just throw the ball up.
Was your leadership, especially when Richie Saunders went down. How did you grow as a leader at BYU?
I think I did. As soon as Richie went down, KY kind of challenged me to be that leader. I'm not going to lie, I didn't think I could do it. I was a young guy, I was 19, and there's like 24-year-olds on my team, but he was telling me, like, if you go to the league next year, that's what you're going to be dealing with, so you might as well be used to it now.
I played in
Washington a long time ago, longer than I'd like to admit, by the way. But they will get behind
He's gonna throw the ball up. That's all he got to do. See, yes, sir, Dylan. He can shoot that thing. Yeah, I see red, baby. You see red around here.
But I mean, they're a young team and they want to grow and their potential is there. I think the sky's the limit.
I know that your pops has had your phone, but have you heard yet from AD, from Trey? Have the text started rolling in yet?
I heard from Alex Sarkis on Joy.
Okay, what was their message?
They're just saying like,
What's up, MDC? Chicago cooking with fish grease. They got 2 first-round picks and 2 big picks.
Let's do it. Live on the air. Some pressure. That's a nice John Hancock that he's got there. This is the very first NBA trading card. Let's see it. Here we go. All right. And what does it say at the bottom there?
First NBA auto.
First NBA auto. AJ, your message to Washington Wizards fans that are watching right now.
I'm just ready to come to the city, just work. I'm just work ready. I think we can do big things.
We're ready. I am so excited for you, happy for you, and I've got to say, my friend, your lineup.
Crispy.
Yeah.
Shout out Mario, my brother.
How many haircuts in the last
3 haircuts in 2 days.
There it is.
Yeah.
Is that a record?
That's my record.
That's Jay's record.
I had the same today.
The same thing. AJ, thank you so much for the time.
Thank you.
We really, really appreciate it. In the meantime, it's the Memphis Grizzlies that have been on the clock that have made their selection here. Let's send it back to NBA Commissioner Adam Silver.
I'm good, chat. I'm in heaven, chat. I'm in heaven, chat. My team did what they supposed to do. Hey, we all right around here. I'm just playing this for the sake of now.
With the 16th pick in the 2026 NBA draft, the Memphis Grizzlies select Bennett Sturtz from the University of Iowa.
Bennett Sturtz has had such a unique rise to the NBA. He didn't receive any Division I scholarship offers, and now he's a first-round pick. And at Iowa, he led them to the Elite Eight this past year. That's the furthest they have gone in the NCAA tournament in 39 years. All smiles here for his family. And Jay, you called Sturtz your top sleeper maybe in this draft.
Yeah, he can really shoot it, Malik. He's excellent in pick-and-roll situations. So that deep range is football.
I didn't want him.
He uses fakes really well, uses deception. His decision
I didn't want him.
Pick and rolls. When he was in a pick and roll, he averaged 18 points per game. Out of those was scoring and assists that he was able to create.
I didn't want him.
Questions about the defensive profile.
Nope.
But I always thought back, Lakes and I were talking about this before the draft started. I always thought back to like Kyle Korver. I remember when Korver
It takes them too long to develop. You know what I'm saying, AC? Noah King. It take them boys too long to be developing, man.
Is trading Bennett Sturtz to the Oklahoma City Thunder here for 2 second-round picks. So again, right now he is putting on the Memphis hat, Jay, but he is headed to Oklahoma City Thunder as we dive into.
Oh, he's going to OKC.
Oklahoma City with their drafting of skill and character, and he'll fit into that system extraordinarily well. We talked about his shooting. Yeah, he shot 36% from 3 this last year, and he made like 92 of them. The thing that kind of amazes you about Bennett Sturtz, he never comes out of the game. You know, he led the nation in minutes played, and he played 40 minutes or more in every NCAA tournament game that he played. I mean, he's an Iron Man.
One of the things you love here, you're looking at Oklahoma City, you gotta trust their talent evaluation.
In every NCAA tournament game that he played. I mean, he's an Iron Man.
His IQ fits with what they
One of the things you love here, you're looking at Oklahoma City, you gotta trust their talent evaluation, so you know you're in good hands here. They tend to get them right. I think his IQ fits with what they want to do. And to Jay's point, you talk about him defensively. Well, this is a team that's got the defensive
The guards win. winning.
around a guy like this that can space the floor, make great decisions, and make people better with his passing.
Oklahoma City is still on the clock.
Where some of their finances are right now, where you can collect some of these young players on these inexpensive contracts. Yeah. There's something that starts with this pick here, and I think there's probably going to be another move for Oklahoma City. I said it before the draft started. I think they weren't going to make a trade. They did. So my bold prediction is wrong here. But I do think how Sturts fits in, I think it's perfect.
But I appreciate that you went bold here. All right, so it says Oklahoma City. Let's just take a breath here because picks
So Sturts going to Oklahoma City.
Here, who's reporting these at lightning speed. So this pick is on its way to Memphis, and they flip-flopped here. So it says OKC, this is Memphis, and then Bennett Sturts is headed to Oklahoma City.
So basically the cost of moving up one slot that Oklahoma City did cost them 2 seconds.
Yeah.
And basically Memphis just moved
It
back
says
here.
Bennett can
City,
shoot up.
we are seeing their logo even though they're not making
He can.
Earlier we saw them take
He can, but
does that mean that we're going to see Isaiah Hartenstein continue on this team?
I don't think
he
so.
could shoot AC, but it take too long for those cats to really. You know what I'm talking about, man. It kind of take them the shooters, because he did play a lot of minutes. He played more minutes than anybody in the NCAA. So that gives him a lot of experience. He was on the floor more than any player, no matter black, white, red, brown. So they might got a diamond in the rough, but they was trying to, you know what I mean? They was trying to put him over here with the Chicago Bulls. I was like, hell no. We got Josh Giddey. Why we doing that? We got the high flyers. We got high flyers. We need them. And then my boy from France, my man from France, he's still, you know what I mean, with the team. They ain't got rid of him. They ain't unload him. So let's see. They say Jimmy Butler stayed in Golden State. So let's see. I'll take the young team like Houston. I'll take it. That's what we want. Bryson is smart, man. Bryson is very smart. So I trust Bryson. I really do. I trust Bryson to bring this franchise up. I trust Bryson to make the right decisions. Bryson is a 360 of what Jeff Pagliocci is for our women's team. We need a Bryson for the Chicago Sky, because Bryson is listen, y'all. Bryson is so smart. Let me read to y'all what Bryson. Let me give y'all some of Bryson's background.
So he can also get into his own shot. Cameron Carr's more of a guy that you look at. Got a great
Give me the Chicago Bulls GM Bryson full breakdown summary of his career in the NBA.
Yeah, this is the youth movement. Cedric Howard, Zach Keith. That team's got to get healthy. Cameron.
So Bryson is one of the NBA's fastest rising front office executives. He's earned a reputation as one of the basketball. he earned a reputation of basketball top talent evaluators before being hired by Chicago Bulls in May 2026 as an executive vice president of the Bulls operations to lead the franchise rebuild. Bryson Grant career timeline: New Orleans Pelicans 2010 to 2025. Graham began as an intern with the New Orleans Pelicans organization, then the Hornets, and spent about 15 years climbing nearly every level of the front office. Basketball operations intern, scout, director of college scouting, director of player personnel, assistant general manager 2024 to 2025. He rises from the GM is widely viewed as one of the NBA's top front office success stories. Graham played in a significant role in identifying and draft several talented players, including Herb Jones, Okay. All right. We're going to see who's headed to the Memphis Grizzlies. Hold on a second.
With the 17th pick in the 2026 NBA draft, the Oklahoma City Thunder select Ebuka Okori from Stanford University.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ebuka Okori, the ACC scoring
Yeah.
champion.
Scoring champion.
We shared a flight here.
I think they sleeping on Ebuka too.
He is a microwave scorer. Before deciding to go
Yeah,
to
he a
Stanford,
microwave.
his final college choices were Harvard, Brown, and then of course the Cardinal. And originally he picked Harvard before deciding that he was going to go to Stanford. But Jay, his best game this season, probably February 7th, right when he had 40 points against Georgia Tech.
Yeah, 9 freshmen at 40 in a game this year. I've never seen anything quite like that. But Ebuka Okori, he set a freshman record for scoring average in the ACC, 23 a game. And he had 8 30-point games, including that 40-point game you mentioned against Georgia Tech, where he had 7 threes. 7th in the nation in scoring. Another young guard that's got tremendous speed.
We got good picks, AC. We got great picks. Shit, it didn't stop at Caleb. We got Dylan too. So, I mean, I'm high on Dylan. I'm already high because he tough, man. He from Texas. He tough. We like blue collar. You already know. We like them type of blue collar players.
For others, he averaged under 4 assists a game, but at that size, to be able to finish so creatively with that floater, and then he also draws fouls. He's got toughness. Gets to the line over 7 times per game in his freshman year at Stanford.
And you saw that his family was wearing some colorful traditional garb. His parents are Nigerian. They moved to the United States in 1999, and certainly Ebuka here making his family proud. Jay Billis, your best available now as we are just over the halfway point of the first round of this NBA draft. Could one of these young men be next off of the board? We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with the Charlotte Hornets on the clock.
So these are who left. All of these are top picks. They're the ones that's left. So we'll see. Yeah, man. Thank y'all for coming in here, man. Just chilling with me. I'm just chilling, looking at the draft, y'all, how the draft going. I got who I wanted. You know what I mean? I got who I wanted. AC Chi-Town Calvin say he good. He got what he wanted. You know what I'm saying? We got what we wanted. You know what I'm saying? Jabari, all right, good. Man, listen. Y'all, look. Noah King. Listen, with the type of players that we got over here, the type of players that we got, man, it ain't nothing but up. It's in the air. All Josh Giddey got to do, look, all Josh got to do, y'all, is this. Josh Giddey life should be all right now. Straight up. With the youngins that we got, Josh Giddey life should be all right now. You know what I'm saying? But if we could get IO do sumo for Josh Giddey, I'll take it. If we could get IO, but IO is a slasher. We just got a slasher though. You know what I mean? We need Kobe. We need Kobe back. God damn it. What happened to Kobe? God damn it. We need Kobe back. Shit. If we could get Kobe. God, dog, man. Yeah, these young boys gonna be all right. I'm telling y'all, these young boys gonna be exciting to watch. The Bulls gonna be one thing about it this year. The Bulls gonna be really exciting to watch, like they was the year before last. Before they got rid of Zach and DeMar. But I just didn't want people just to be, to be, staying in the middle. Yeah, I know. I already saw it. $112 million contract. And this mob they gave our homeboy up. They gave Io up, man. In Chicago. I wish Bryson could have called him and be like, hey, before you sign that, won't you, you know what I'm saying? This is what I got to offer you. We getting a whole bunch of rookies. We got young players in here. Come on back up in here. You know what I'm saying? I give you that 100 million. I give it to you. I give you that little endo, whatever it is. I'll give it to you. Man, I wish Bryson would have got him though, man. I ain't gonna even lie. You know, I'm an Io Sumo fan. He went right over to Minnesota, just like I told you, AC Chi-Town Calvin. He gonna go right over there and produce and do the shit that he was supposed to do. And one of them times I had mentioned when I was upset that they got rid of him. How you gonna get rid of the home? How you get rid of the homeboy? How you get rid of? How do you get rid of the crib, dog? God damn. How you do? I mean, damn. I'm glad he gone though. That's total disrespect. That's total disrespect. How you gonna get rid of a motherfucker at the crib? He at the crib and he growing. He growing at the crib. He growing. It ain't like this Williams dude that they drafted that never talk about he was a Kawhi protege. He wasn't no goddamn. Yeah, well, maybe so, because Kawhi stayed hurt, so we couldn't see nothing after the last, 4-5 years of Kawhi. You know what I'm saying? After that, it's been injured Kawhi. But I'm just saying, man.
With the 18th pick in the 2026 NBA draft, the Charlotte Hornets select Christian Anderson Jr. from Texas Tech University.
Okay. All right, Christian. He cold too, though, y'all. Don't sleep. It's a whole bunch of guards, AC. They not playing with him. They got a whole bunch of guards here, man.
Anderson recorded the most assists in a season in Texas Tech history, and he made the second most threes in a season in program history. And Bobby, he doesn't.
It says they need to trade Practice Williams, but the Minnesota will have probably offered him 120 million because they had rights and could match. That's why they got rid of the last GM. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. God damn.
Certainly one of the best shooters in last year's class. Yeah, you mentioned the dual citizenship. His dad, Christian Sr., was born in Germany, played college
I can't believe we got pain, man. Anyway, I don't even want to think about this.
But he also has really good defensive instincts here, Jay.
He does. And one of the things, I thought that Christian Anderson was the best pick and roll player.
Christian Anderson.
Out of this college class last year. And your point,
picked up by the Charlotte Hornets.
He took over the point, played with JT Thomas, who was a favorite for national player of the year. Those two were devastating in pick and roll situations playing together. But when Thomas injured his knee, Anderson has to take over fully, but he can create his own shot. He shoots off the catch. He can shoot it off the dribble. He shoots pull-ups. One of the things that you really like about him, the pick and roll playmaking, but he's really durable. He was basically tireless throughout the season, played a ton of minutes, never took a play off. The second half in the Garden that he put together against Duke, where he had to take over for them.
Okay, chat, we almost at the end, baby boy. We got the last, we in the last rent, the last 12. Yeah, but Christian Pack won't get much playing time. No, not over there in Charlotte. Kobe White even coming off the bench. Yeah, I agree. Kobe White over there going off the bench. I think they don't know who they got. Damn, man, man, I ain't going. I told you I wasn't going to keep it discussing. I just can't believe that man got rid of Kobe White. I can't believe that shit. That shit got. Man, you saw me bitching and moaning, bro. I'm like, man, what the? How they gonna get rid of Kobe White, man? Yeah.
But you mentioned it, Bobby, him playing on the German national team. He got called saw that last summer. Right now, this pick is staying put, but there's been a lot of picks flying around. So as promised, our senior insider, Shams Charania here, is back to explain. Shams, what movement have we just seen?
Malika, so stay with me. So the Memphis Grizzlies started with the number 16 pick, and they moved number 16 back to number 17. They picked up 2 second-round picks in the process. So 16 ended up being Bennett Sturs. That went to Oklahoma City. And when the Grizzlies were on the clock at 17, they moved that pick back for 21 and picked up 3 more second-round picks. So 5 slots back for the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies are now picking at 21. They get 5 second-round picks.
Whoa.
So at 17, Ibuka Okori, he ends up with the Detroit Pistons. So the number 17 pick that we saw a couple picks ago here, that actually will be with the Pistons.
All right, I'm with you, Shams, and it's a good thing that I have been taking notes because you have been so on top of it. The picks are moving and flying around. Thank you very much.
Okay, so Okoro is going to Detroit.
That are on the clock, Bobby, at this point.
Well, and they need shooting. I think when you look at their bench, I think they need some perimeter shooting to this group. You can even go guard.
Yeah, he got rid of everybody, AC. He got rid of, he didn't get rid of Josh Giddey.
They told him what he needed to get better at. He went from 32 to 40%.
I'm just, like I told you, man, when we got Josh Giddey, remember AC last year? When we got Josh Giddey last year, remember when he came, I told you I wasn't high up on him. I ain't drinking the Kool-Aid, bro. I mean, he a good dude, he a good kid, but I'm just not drinking the Kool-Aid, G. No, not as our star. I think we got our star, though, to be honest with you. I think we just drafted our star.
Another guy that put up, I mean, he had multiple 25-point games and was really
We got MJ Tenderson.
And in big games, he played
Caleb
his best. He's a really good player.
Good defender. He a high flyer. He come in to the ring. I'm talking about early MJ Tenderson. He got early tendencies. Let's see what he do though.
You're midway through the first round. The NBA invited a lot of young men here.
I'm just not convinced.
So that they can have their moment. But I would also
straight up, AC. I know people that go tune in and watch this. I'm just never, man. I don't give a shit about Josh Giddey. Seriously, man. You can't make me think that Josh Giddey was worth it in keeping him and then let Ayo Dosunmu, who immediately impacted Minnesota. He immediately impacted Minnesota. Man, come on, man. I don't know. I'm still kind of messed up right here.
26 NBA draft. The Toronto Raptors select Alan Graves from Santa Clara.
Alan Graves. Big boy. Big boy. He's a big boy. Big body. Big boy.
The West Coast Conference 6th Man of the Year. Coming off the bench, 31 of 35 games. The WCC Freshman of the Year. He earned first-team All-WCC honors as well, Jay, and is now headed to Toronto.
Yeah, another freshman, and Alan Graves kind of came out of nowhere playing for Herb Sendek at Santa Clara. Yeah, he's 6'7" or so, got a 7-foot wingspan. He's physical, powerful, high IQ, really good offensive rebounder, but he's got versatility. He can post, and he's a good screener. He goes screener to scorer.
Very high IQ,
really good offensive rebounder, but he's got versatility. He can post, and he's a good open three-point shooter.
Yeah.
But when he operates as a screener in a pick and roll, he can roll hard or pop. He plays.
Now this is a sleeper right here, though. Hey, see, this is a sleeper right here. He a sleeper.
That's the thing for me.
Alan Graves is a sleeper. They got something in Toronto. Yeah, he don't stop.
He's got quick hands and a quick reaction.
Yeah, he don't stop.
Perimeter shooting. He is a pick and pop threat, not a guard, but he has the ability to pick and pop and knock down threes. He's also a great connected piece offensively. The ball
I agree.
He keeps it moving. As we head to the tape here, legs, what player do you see Toronto getting?
I think this is a guy right here that is so smart, tough, and he's going to a situation that is very helpful for him as a player because remember, this is a team that won 7 games with the Cleveland Cavaliers. They're close. They're right there, and now he comes in a situation, not a lot of pressure on him. I think he could be a rotational player for them right away. His shooting, ultimately, I think, is going to determine how long he stays on the court. He takes a little bit long to get it off, but there's no doubt he's accurate from out there, and it addresses a major need. They're low volume, low percentage three-point shooting.
Yeah, solid shooting numbers, 51% from the field.
He shoot 51% from the field, bro. What are you talking about? Oh, he say, no, Giles wasn't better than Io. No. No, not ever. Josh Giddey ain't ever. Never in a man. God, I got just beat the shit out of the old GM, man. Him and Jeff Pagliocci, if I could get them in an alley, allegedly. If I could get their ass in an alley, allegedly. God.
The San Antonio Spurs are now on the clock.
I mean, why be in this business and you're not gonna take care of business, man? Why? I mean, I know they want to collect their check, but still, man, don't you want another job? Ain't nobody gonna hire no Jeff Pagliocci ever. This the last and only job he gonna get as a GM. If somebody get him as a GM, they stupid. I beg to differ. I don't think he'll ever get a job in the league ever again. Okay, y'all. San Antonio up next. Detroit just came up on Abuko. Yeah. Detroit just came up Akuru. So we got San Antonio, we got Detroit, we got the Philadelphia 76ers. Atlanta Hawks got another pick, first round. They need it. New York got the 24th pick. LA got the 25th pick. They said that LeBron James gone from LA. That's what they said. They say LeBron James is gonna be gone. I don't know. Is that true? They say Bron gone. New Orleans got 26. The Celtics got 27. And then I think this is the Timberwolves. Yeah, the Timberwolves supposed to switch with Detroit again. Detroit all up in the mix, y'all. I ain't gonna even lie. Detroit is all up in the mix, y'all. They trying to win. Detroit is definitely trying to win, chat. LeBaron, Fallon Jr., he cold. Cameron Carr, he cold. From Baylor, yeah. Yeah, he cold. It don't matter where you get drafted. I knew we was gonna get Caleb though. Caleb, AC. Caleb didn't work out for no other team but Chicago. You already knew. You know what I'm saying? Cuz was down there. Arthur was down there. He ain't work out for no other team but Chicago. He wasn't playing. He knew he wanted to come to the crib and set something going on. I don't care about LeBron either. It said, bro, Claude, LeBron is going to play with Steph and Draymond on the Warriors. I don't know. Is that true? I don't know. What team is LeBron James going to for the 2026-2027 season? It says LeBron James going to the Golden State. Word. Let me see. Let me see.
Chemistry at the right time. San Antonio Spurs, this is going to be a difficult rotation to crack. Now look, Dylan Harper went into this situation.
I don't know.
Expectations weren't there. He found a way to
They don't say where he's going.
Yeah, iron sharpens iron in the San Antonio Spurs locker room, and their expectations, led by Victor Wembanyama's expectations of himself, are high. The pick is
They saying that he might go back to Cleveland and retire.
From the University of Kentucky.
Jaden Quaintance, he measured at 6'9" without shoes, but he is one of the longer reaches in this draft at 9'1", rather. Bobby, really good defender, Big 12 All Defensive selection at Arizona State.
Well, the big thing is we haven't seen him since Arizona State because he came off that knee injury and he only played a few games at Kentucky, but he wowed teams during his combine individual workout as far as the ability to be out there, and I think you can monitor his health and you can bring him really slowly with the San Antonio team.
Yeah, he's 1 year removed from tearing his ACL at Arizona State, transferred to Kentucky. He played just
Yeah, it take him a couple years to get over that.
But his head coach at Kentucky, Mark Pope, said Quaintance is one of the most
Yeah, he ain't left. Already, I just saw him. He ain't gone.
human beings that I've ever seen, and that is what the Spurs are banking on. The draft continues after this.
You say LeBron probably going to Miami. Now that'll be interesting. If he go to, hey, Bam, Antetokounmpo, and LeBron. Ooh. Even LeBron at 42. Ooh. Hey, look, even LeBron at 42 with his flopping it. Ooh. Oh shit. Hey, they get an old ass LeBron. Hey, Bam Adebayo gonna want to whoop your ass, AC. Let LeBron come over there. He gonna be like, where AC shot down Calvin at? Yeah, and brother Dennis. Okay. All right. What brother Dennis? He said send LeBron to Miami. All right, chat. We got the final nine. The final nine, chat. And tomorrow we'll be back for the second round. We'll be back for the second round.
He tells his friends he's called him.
He's learning Mandarin. It's a whole thing. What do you fish for?
Plus the compliments, but it's not just any retirements. It's yours. So get income that can last a lifetime and protect your life's work with Prudential.
Hey, it's me, your dry skin. CeraVe Facial Moisturizing Lotion. For 24-hour hydration, SPF 50 protection.
What's going on, chat? Tell me, do y'all like the Chicago? So look, this is go back, man. God damn. Always doing something. Always doing something. Okay, here you go. So AJ the Banster, Darren Peterson is number 2. Cameron Boozer, number 3. Caleb Williams, Chicago, on number 4. Keaton Wagler from Illinois, man. Damn, man. I wish he would have just stayed one more year. Oh, he could have been the number 1. I don't know. Keaton got on, he won and done. Mikael Brown Jr. go to Brooklyn. The Kings with Darius Okoth. The Hawks got Kingston Flemings. Number 9 is Mraz Johnson. Brandon Berries to Milwaukee. Yaxel Lattenborg to Golden State. Isaiah Mara to OKC via LAC. That was a LA trade, but they traded it. OKC got him. They needed the big. Nate Edman is with got drafted by Miami, but he went to Milwaukee. Okay, all right. So the next one.
See the Detroit Pistons here, but really remember this pick is on its way to Memphis, as our Sham Charania reported a little bit earlier. We got picks flying around. 16th overall pick, but it starts headed to the Thunder. The Grizzlies.
16 going to the Thunder.
First pick in this draft. That's where we're at right now.
Okori
5 future second
going
round picks, and then the Pistons
to Detroit.
That 17th overall pick that was Ibuka Okori. So that is where we are. Memphis actually on the clock, even though it says the Pistons. Bobby, you're with me, right?
I am. I think so. I'm putting myself in this Memphis in their war room right now. They're looking at their board and they're saying there's 6 guys when they're at 16. There's 6 guys that we really like. And what's the cost of business if we can move back to 17 and if we can move back to 21 and they pick up 5 seconds to go along and they're going to get a player that they like right now.
And so those conversations, they come together quickly and we bring you the flying around picks. Again, this one on its way to Memphis. The pick is in. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver making his way here to the podium.
With the 21st pick in the 2026 NBA Draft, the Detroit Pistons select Kareem Lopez from Hermosillo, Mexico, and the New Zealand Breakers of the NBA.
19-year-old forward Kareem Lopez. This is a historic moment because Lopez is the first Mexican-born player to be drafted in the first round. He's from Hermosillo, and
the first Mexican-born player to be drafted in the first round. He's from Hermosillo, and Lopez, he told Sports Illustrated that he wants to show people that come from the same situation that I come from, that it's possible. And really, he's done just that. And this is a family dream. His father played professionally in Mexico and for the Mexican national team. When Kareem was little, he would go to his dad's practices and dribble a ball around, and he's preparing for this. He's been preparing as a pro since he was 14 years old. When he left home, moved to Spain to play professionally before his most recent stop with the New Zealand Breakers, which is part of the Australian Professional League. Our international expert, Fran Priscilla, has more. Fran, there's so much to like about this young man's game.
I got to tell you, Zach Kleiman, the GM, the last 3 years has hit it. Coward, Edie, now this kid, he's a lottery pick. They just got to steal.
When he was 17, he just played 2 years in a tough, grown-up league. And he will play his entire rookie season at 19 years old. He's athletic. He's tough. He's played, he's got a lot of experience. He does have to work on the jump shot, but there's nothing wrong with it. At 21, are you kidding me? He's not 2 years away. He has a chance to help these guys pretty early in his career because of all that experience. My friends down south of the border, my Mexican basketball friends, are slapping high five right now. They're probably having a little tequila too.
You know what? There ain't nothing wrong with that, particularly as we head towards the end of the first
It
round.
said, Brookline, if you didn't know, Bulls got a very good rim protector in Nick Claxton. Yeah, no, I seen it. Oh, no, we finna be Hey, AC, you gonna do this channel with me? I don't know what you talking about. You gonna do this channel with me? We gonna have Bulls talk for real. I don't know. You might need to get your microphone equipment. I don't know what you need to do, bro. You need to go get your microphone equipment because we doing this Bulls channel with me. I don't care what you talking about. I seen it classic. I'm finna be all up on it. It says Bull been missing since Paul Gasol. Yeah.
You can go with a wing because you've got Kelly Oubre and Quentin Grimes as free agents.
Yeah, I like Claxton. Claxton's solid. He a tough player. I like Claxton. I've been on Claxton.
And I'm going to say he's right now having 13th best player coming into the draft. If he's there, I think Philadelphia should certainly consider him.
Legs, what's the gap for Philadelphia here in an Eastern Conference where already, I mean, if you listen to odds makers, they say the New York Knicks are somewhere around 4th. And so there is some sentiment that the Eastern Conference, this might be sacrilegious to say sitting in New York City, but there is some room for movement at the top.
Talent-wise, there's not much of a gap with those top teams. The problem is every sentence when you talk about the Sixers starts with if, and then the next thing is guys being healthy, right? That's what it's all dependent upon. I think I look at their team, there's a lot of talent there, and I think right now you take the best available talent, the guy that you think that
Cameron Carr should go.
Immediately.
I would pick Cameron Carr. Yeah, Fine. They say Fine Jr. is ready to go.
I had him as the number 13 player in the draft, and other drafts he'd be higher, top 10. With his scoring ability at 22 points a game, speed, you name it, his ability to work in big and rolls. Yeah, but Cameron Carr's available from Baylor as a spectacular athlete on the wing. He's 6'4", but long arm. You know, there are a number of ways they could go, but Philon's the best prospect on the board.
We've already talked about LeBaron Philon and how much he improved from his freshman to sophomore season. 32% from 3 as a freshman to 40% from 3 as a sophomore, which opened up even more space for LeBaron Philon to get into the paint, where he also finished better as a sophomore. Finished 67% of his shots at the rim. I second the LeBaron, second, third, fourth, the LeBaron Philon comment. I think this becomes a consensus at this point when you're talking about.
Hopefully it'll make us look bad.
Right.
Hey, remember, Philly took a player in the 20s. And
That's right, no bullshit.
But we've also said with the depth of talent in this draft, there are still, we talked about Cameron.
No, we're gonna call our show called No Bullshit.
So many different ways that teams, even at this point in the draft, can go and still get a player that can affect their team immediately in a positive way. And that's why we're talking about the depth of this draft. This draft class, Jay, it literally changed the rules for the NBA because there was so much talent up and down even here in the 20s.
Yeah, I don't remember a class quite like this. I mean, and you talked about the record number of freshmen that were taken in a row. It's an extraordinary freshman class that put up just big time numbers.
That's a big time. That's a big time name, though. You gonna name the channel? I'm gonna set the channel up called No Bullshit. Yep. Called No Bullshit. But not with the S, with the SH, and then the star, and then the T. I ain't gonna put the out there. Yeah. I think that's a clever name. Yeah, I know you probably was joking. I think that's a clever name. No Bulls.
There really is a lot of talent and a
Chicago
lot of
Bulls channel.
NBA career. We're gonna hold that thought though.
With Claude and AC Chi-Town Cloud, with the Gingerbread Man and AC.
Correct. Here's the commissioner.
Here we go.
With the 22nd pick in the 2026 NBA draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select LeBaron Philon Jr. from the University of Alabama.
Yeah, you got picked up, y'all. I'm happy for him. He thought he was gonna go late. He already dropped his 10. He was supposed to be like top 10, top 12. He dropped in the draft. I'm happy for him.
He went through the draft process last season, and ultimately he decided to go back to school. And by all accounts, Bobby, this young man, he put in the work. He took all the feedback. He improved his outside shooting. He had that notable 35-point performance in the Sweet 16. And that fast pace that he played with at Alabama, Jay noted how fast it was, right? That's going to translate well to the NBA as he makes his walk to the stage. Yeah, I mean, he played such a high-octane offense at Alabama. There was a ton of spacing. They were electric in transition. He's a quick decision maker. And we talk about his shot improving. He's never had to improve his handles. He has had that from the very
he got
beginning.
handles.
The ball is on a string with LeBaron.
Yeah, he got it on the string.
Shooting, he can get into the paint. And with going to Philly, think of all the options he has to find around him. He also improved his assists per game this year.
Yeah, this freshman year, Andre,
Yeah, he messed up. That's a good job, Barry. Good job, Barry. Hey, you know who he remind me of? You gonna agree. He remind me of his handles. He remind me of Jamal.
He can shoot it off the dribble. He can create his own, but his acceleration is really impressive. An excellent athlete. He had 12 games where he scored 25 points or more. And you know, I thought he was underrated. Arguably the most improved player, going from good player at Alabama to star this last season.
Yeah, when you look at his numbers, certainly you see that improvement here.
He got that. He got them handles.
It translates really well to the open floor in the NBA. There's nobody better for him to go learn from than Tyrese Maxey.
Well, and he says that some of the NBA players he studied are Shea, James Harden, Tony Parker, and Tyrese Maxey. Now he's not going to have to study the film. He's going to get to see the real thing in person. All right, 22 picks down, and now it's the Atlanta Hawks that are on the clock next. The New York Knicks, the defending champs, are coming up right up after the 2026 NBA draft. We'll be right back.
All right, y'all. They got him out the way. So we they made a lot of switcheroos with Detroit, OKC, and the Grizzlies. They was in particular all up in the same chat. They was doing a lot of switcheroo trades and all of that stuff. So Cameron Lopez is going to Memphis. You know what I mean? So Kuru going to Kuri is going to Detroit. Karam Lopez is going to the Grizzlies, and then LeBaron Fallon is staying in Philly with Fallon. Fallon got a Fallon that's there. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got 8 more picks, chat. Then we gonna shut it down. You know, this is steady serving basketball right here with your boy Gingerbread Man. Hey, this is the new channel. If you ain't been on my channel before, hit the like button and subscribe. When you come in here, subscribe, share the channel. You know what I'm saying? Let's get the channel moving and motivated. Hey, this is where you're going to find a lot of the Bulls. I'm going to be talking about Michael Jordan, you know, having footage on Mike, sharing, you know what I mean, commentary and exciting footage with Michael Jordan and what I seen and experienced when I was a kid, and Scottie Pippen, and, you know what I mean, Derrick Rose coming up underneath us, you know what I mean, kept talking about Kevin Garnett, you know what I mean, growing up on the West Side, and all of the great was, you know, me growing up with Isaiah Thomas, looking at him as when I was a young kid, you know, coming from the grammar school he graduated from. I you know what I mean, Resurrection, I stayed, you know what I mean, on that path of loving basketball. You dig? So I got to see him, Terry Cummings, Mark Aguirre, Kama G's, Skip Dillard. I'm friends with, of course, you know, me, Pinky Fella, and Boogaloo, and you know what I mean. I grew up with all the Dillard boys, everybody, all the Dillards. You know, I grew up to my brothers, you know what I'm saying, and my boys. That's also if y'all remember my niece B, that's B Boogaloo is B's daddy. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all remember B, that's on Twitter X, Boogaloo is that. We definitely are on and popping. We are on and popping. We own and popping. We gonna get it. Hey, we gonna definitely get it cracking on this channel. Y'all just, you know what I mean, like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Be a part of this channel. Do what y'all need to do, man, to get those likes up. Subscribe. I want all my people that come up in here and come through here, subscribe to this channel. Subscribe and make this channel successful. That's what it's all about. This is what it's all about. All right, we coming back, chat.
With the first hour also airing on ESPN and catch it online at ESPN.com. The Atlanta Hawks are on the clock here, Bobby, again at number 23. We've already seen them here tonight, but to fill out this roster, we saw them lose in the first round against the New York Knicks. What are you looking at this point? Take a look inside the draft.
Size. They need size. I think Onyeka Okongwu did as good as had a career year last year, but I think you saw in that New York series they got pushed around a little bit here. So I would be stunned if they don't go size.
Okay, so that is the priority here for Atlanta. They did re-sign CJ McCollum. The pick is in as we head back to the commission.
Okay, let's see what they do.
With the 23rd pick in the 2026 NBA Draft, the Atlanta Hawks select Zuby Ejiofor from St. John's University.
So Zuby began his collegiate career at Kansas before spending the last 3 years with St. John's. Known right as a high-energy guy, big motor, big rebounder here, Andrea.
Yeah, 100%. And Atlanta adds to their size, like you said, Bobby, and their defense. First player to win Big East Defensive Player of the Year and Player of the Year in the same season since Josh Hart in 2016-2017. Averaged 7 rebounds per game. He had 7 Player of the Year and Player of the Year in the same season. Most in deep line. He's a two-way player and protects the rim at a high level.
And he's a really good passer. He had a 23% assist rate. He just gets things done out there. He may be a limited perimeter shooter, but his offensive rebounding, his quickness in the post, his activity in short rolls, and his ability to pass. He just plays hard, an athletic rebounder that's going to impact the game.
And now it's the defending champs who beat them in the first round that are on the clock. This moment is for New York. New York.
Boom, 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 boom. It said, Claude, my sister dated Skip. Oh, okay. Did DePaul demon when he was at DePaul or after? Did she date him after or did she debate? Hey, did she date the DePaul Blue Demon? Because your sister probably the reason why he missed that goddamn free throw. Your sister probably the reason why Skip missed that goddamn free throw. Oh, say after. Oh, he got out of jail after that. Oh, damn, I'm saying all this nasty shit. Well, that's already public information. I'm just saying. I ain't need to bring up old shit.
Please do not let us stop your celebration here. Just know that the
My fault, Skip. My fault, big bro. I don't even think Skip know how to work no damn phone. Pinky probably gonna tell him.
Next pick right after that. And since there is this festive atmosphere in the air, Bobby, let's just stick with New York because why not? Again, even though this is
Pinky, you better tell you.
calling the NBA Finals. This feels like a team that's returning their guys.
Yeah, it's complete, but there's still some depth issues. They're still trying to figure out what's going to happen with Mitchell Robinson, so there could be a need there for a backup center. They probably
He gonna be like, fuck Cloud, I ain't really. He know me as twin, little twin. He know me as little twin. You know my brothers is the twin. You know that, AC. I don't care, they dead now, so yeah, my brothers were the twin. He gonna be like, little twin, you over there tripping, little twin.
I think when we're looking at New York going back from 24 to 25, I know it's the Lakers pick right now, but Cameron Carr would certainly be a replacement as far as when you're looking at shooting.
Well, I'm not so.
Come on, New York, you just won a championship. This shit ain't that hard, man. Come on, man. You know exactly what you need, man. Damn. I don't be liking that, man. They know exactly what they need.
It's just incredible.
It's electric. It was electric for the league. That environment, that team, that franchise, a starved fan base. You got it done.
The chief of that starved fan base, Spike
Look at
Leo,
Spike.
on our ABC set, and someone gave him the Larry O'Brien trophy to keep track of.
Does he get the
That's his trophy. I'm sure he is. You know what? If Richard Jefferson can order a replica of his 2016 trophy, I feel that Spike Lee gets to order a replica here as well, Jay. Why not?
They may not get that one back.
He was praying with Stephen A. last year, and those prayers came true. Jay, when you're looking at again, this pick is headed to the Los Angeles Lakers, but your best available at this point, who are the guys doing your eye?
It's the cup game. I'm gonna get over there with KEYSHA in a minute. They playing the Commissioner's Cup.
Houston, 6'11", an outstanding rebounder, impactful defender whose offense really started to blossom midway through the season at Houston. And then Malik Thomas at Arkansas, who can really shoot it. I mean, we talked a lot about Darius Acuff Jr., but that guy can shoot it just as well, and he can make a lot of difficult shots and terrific range. So I would say those guys, like Koa Keith from Arizona, who's not necessarily a shooter, but a big, burly, strong rebounder and kind of middle game paint scorer.
Well, the pick is in. I know we see the confetti, but again,
Come on, man.
to the Los Angeles Lakers.
They taking too damn long, man.
After this, so for the Los Angeles
They
Lakers,
taking too damn
NBA
long.
Commissioner Adam Silver.
Dang.
24th pick in the 2026 NBA draft, the New York Knicks select Cameron Carr from Baylor University.
Oh, that's a good pick. That's a good pick. Boo. Boo. New York, boo. Boo, New York. Anything, female, male, baseball, whatever, soccer. Boo, New York. Boo. Boo, the weak ass New York.
In the combine scrimmage, and I talk about the scoring, but my favorite play, he gets a block on one end.
I know, I see 49-29. They better take this serious.
He's an explosive athlete. He's got speed, bounce, body control. He runs the floor hard in transition, and he also has deep range, which opens up the floor for everything else and the rest of his teammates.
He's got a really good-looking stroke from deep. He can go out to 23 to 25 feet, so he's not just an athlete. He's a lob threat. He's a guy to get out in transition. I love the way he shoots.
Yeah, he a lob threat. He a high flyer.
X amount of minutes, space the floor, play off of your playmakers, and be a lob threat or a three-point shooter. It's a rare combination. I'm surprised that he is still on the board this late in the first round.
It takes one to know one, Legs, when you talk about great three-point shooters. But he
Oh!
wasn't always a lock day to be a first round
I'm
pick.
Oh,
surprised
AC.
he is still on the board this late in the first round.
It takes one to know one, Legs, when you talk about great three-point shooters, but he wasn't always a lock day to be a first-round pick.
No, but he's also a driver slasher. Gets to the rim, and Malika, you mentioned his combine performance. He put up that 30-point game
in his first game, and then not shockingly didn't play again after that. But his ability to impact the game defensively as well. He can be a pest on the defensive end, but that quick burst and straight line driving ability, and then the defensive tools. He's got a wingspan. He's about 6'5", I'd say, but his wingspan is about 7 feet.
Yeah. Pops has a good claim to fame as well. His dad played 6 seasons in the NBA. One of them was with the Nets, Bobby. Traded for him in 1999.
My man.
And then trivia time. Who did he?
Oh, that was good.
The 1997 dunk contest. It would be Kobe Bean Bryant. So clearly, this runs in the family here. So now it is the Los Angeles Lakers that it says is on the clock, but really we're flip-flopping here. Our senior insider, Shams Charania, has been all over this. Shams, take me behind the thinking of the Lakers and the Knicks here.
So the Knicks started the night very much open to moving the pick entirely at number 24, either back in the draft to the second round or even potentially moving completely out of the draft for a future first-round pick. But they ultimately moved 24 to the Lakers for 25. So straight 24-25, swap 24, ends up being Cameron Carr. The Lakers sent cash considerations, I'm told, to the Knicks for 25. My phone is still going because the Knicks are still seeing if they can move 25 either back in this draft or potentially out.
Wait, this is a very in the matrix here. I'm watching Shams in the Lakers draft headquarters. I guess we'll say hi, Rick JJ. You used to sit up here with us. Hi, Rob. All right, so Shams is letting the Los Angeles Lakers know what they're thinking in real
What they
time
doing?
in the draft headquarters there, Bobby. But this pick could be on the
The
move.
last 6 chat.
Yeah, listen, I think if the Lakers keeping this pick here, it addresses some shooting that they need. Luke Kennard is a free agent. I think there's 3 needs for the Lakers: a big, a wing, and some shooting here. And I think if Carr is the guy at the Knicks pick that's going to the Lakers here, it does fill a need.
Okay, so the Knicks pick that is headed to the Los Angeles Lakers. We're all looking back at the big board here to see these picks continue to fly around. So right now,
So Carr is going to the Lakers, and whoever the Lakers pick going to the Knicks.
this could be someone that we see moving again.
Yeah, so next up on the best available list would be Chris Snack Jr., Houston, 6'11". We mentioned Malik Thomas, the shooter from Arkansas. Philip Pete of Arizona, who had a
Traded to
30-point
the
game to
Lakers.
start the season against Florida and really announced his arrival into college basketball. And then another big guy, Henry Bessar of North Carolina, who really improved. He started his career in Arizona, played a couple years there. Didn't have a double-figure rebound game in Arizona his first couple of years, and then averaged 9 rebounds a game at North Carolina, and emerged as a really good stretch 5. I mean, he made over 40 threes this last year, shot 43% from 3. So I would be very surprised if he's not taken before the end of the first round.
Okay, so right now, because the Los Angeles Lakers logo is up there, Bobby, the Lakers, they have a big summer. For years, as our Dave McMenamin reported, Luka Doncic has been promised the summer of 2026. Just wait until this summer. This is where we make our big moves. What decisions do they have to make?
Well, they've got to find an athletic 5 for Luka. And I think that's certainly the priority. And Dave wrote in the article on A-list center here. So it's either going to be probably in a trade here because those A-list centers are restricted free agents with Walker Kessler and Jalen Duran. Of course, LeBron, that's going to be the big decision as far as if he returns and what his number is. And then finally, Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves is an unrestricted. He's likely going to opt out of his contract. He's an unrestricted free agent. There will be a market for Austin Reeves out there. I know it's limited right now, but as we saw last year, there's always ways for teams to create cap space, and he is one of the best free agents.
How much space they have is somewhat dependent on how much, if LeBron does return, he takes here, Legs. You and I called.
Yeah, the car going to the Lakers.
This past year, and the Lakers, they're a good
Say,
team.
okay, it's halftime. 42-33. I know. I'm looking at it. Jackie Young hit a key jumper to bring up back close.
This team was deep enough. They certainly didn't have enough shooting. That's why I was looking at a guy like Cameron Carr and I'm saying, the shooting is there, but also I go back to Luka in the Dallas days with Derrick Jones Jr., like going to the finals, like that slashing wing. He loves to throw those lobs
to guys diving off the corner, but he can also shoot the ball, I think, at a higher clip than Derrick Jones Jr. So it almost seemed like that would be a good fit playing alongside Luka. They just need more guys they can trust coming off their bench.
Not to mention, right now, DeAndre Ayton does have a player option, right? And we expect him to opt into that player option. And the question would be, does he remain on the roster, or is that a player that they look to
I don't know.
That's right. DeAndre Ayton and Marcus Smart, two players that have
I
player
don't know.
options here. And I think Ayton is serviceable, but I think probably more in a backup role there. And I think, as we said, there is a priority to get a big.
Okay, so we have been talking about the Lakers. The pretty purple is behind us, but this pick right now is on its way to the New York Knicks. Here's the commission.
Yeah. Let's see who the Knicks want.
First, we have trades to announce. As part of deals to be finalized later, the Oklahoma City Thunder are acquiring the draft rights to Bennett Sturts, the 16th pick. The Detroit Pistons are acquiring the draft rights to Ibuka Okori, the 17th pick.
Right.
And the Memphis Grizzlies are acquiring the draft rights to Kareem Lopez, the 21st pick.
Right.
And with the 25th pick in the 2026 NBA draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select Sergio De La Rey from Valladolid, Spain, and the Valencia Basketball Club.
Sergio De La Rey, the guard out of Spain, who was the youngest player to win MVP of the Spanish Super Cup. And let's bring Fran back in here. Fran, we will see when he debuts in the NBA, but this is a guard with positional size. What is this group getting?
Well, Lex wanted a shooter. They got a shooter.
They've been yelling Knicks in 5 for a million years. It's gonna take them 53 more years.
Some people think he's a point guard. No way. He's a shooting guard at 6'7", and he can handle the ball some in pick and roll. But I absolutely think this is a solid pick for the Lakers. Luka's going to love him because they can speak Spanish on the court. But given where he is experience-wise, 20 years old, perfect.
Muy bien. I like it. Fran, thank you very much.
Ya bien.
On the clock.
Muy bien.
2023 and 2024 NBA champs.
All right, y'all. Last 5. Denver on the clock, chat. Got 3 minutes. Denver is on the clock. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Man. This is my all Bulls channel. I know y'all like my channel. This is the all Bulls channel, chat. Well, we're gonna talk about the NBA and the league and everything. I had this channel set up. We're gonna have a lot of talks about Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. A lot of, you know what I mean? A lot of those old big games, the Lakers games. I'm gonna break down Magic Johnson game when he came in rookie year and won the championship. The first Piston win with Isaiah. What it took for him, he had to go to the lakefront. He came home and he sat at home on the lakefront. He drove down. You know, back then you could drive to the lakefront back then and just sleep. You know, AC Chi-Town, Cal, probably old enough. I don't know if you old enough, AC. Remember, we used to could sleep on the lakefront. We used to just go to sleep. We'd be at the lakefront for 24 hours before all of the killing and murdering was going on, like in the 80s and 90s. You could go and sleep. You go and sleep 24 hours on the beach, on the lakefront. Yup. You go and sleep. You be there all day long. Nobody will bother you. Nobody will try to be, you know what I mean? All this craziness that's going on now. All this shoot 'em up and all this, you know what I mean, cowboy stuff that's going on. That shit wasn't going on. You know what I mean? It was always, I'm talking about, it wasn't going on in places where parties was going to be, and you know what I mean? It wasn't no shoot up the goddamn party type of thing. People that did that got handled in Chicago back in the day. Now they just don't get me talking. Oh yeah, you 57. Okay. Remember we used to sleep. We used to go to sleep at the lakefront. Mama them just be like, "What was you, boy?" Oh man, mama, I was I was over Dexter house. No, you wasn't. Anton told me you went to the lakefront. Y'all was going to the lakefront. Wait. You told us we called her. He's like, no. We was going to have fun. She don't know where we went. My mama was doing me just like my daddy. I'm like, oh, mama, you got me jumped on. You got me jumped on. Shit. Oh my God.
Broke out last year as a guy that has a much higher ceiling as a scorer than I think we thought, and he can defend. But they need another ball handler, and now they're going to need a backup big, most likely to eat up some of those minutes, take some of the pressure off of the Joker during the regular season, so he doesn't have such a heavy burden.
And that's a sentence, take some of the pressure off of Nikola Jokic that we have said before here. By the way, the cuteness not lacking here in the NBA draft. The matching bow ties, gentlemen. Oh my goodness. Okay, maybe not. He didn't get picked where he wanted. My dude says we might need to be trading in this hat here. Absolutely adorable in the pinstripes. But for Nikola Jokic, this is something that we've talked about a lot. The pick here is in. Let's send it back to the podium.
Yep, Rainbow Beach. Getting freaky on 35th Street.
So we can talk a little bit more about this. About Valanciunas and the plans here.
Yeah, I mean, you understand Valanciunas has got a $10 million contract. $2 million of it is guaranteed. There's a trigger date.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This is a Denver team that's faced with a major financial crunch. I would expect them to waive Valanciunas and then stretch that money over. They basically would save about $9 million here. And Jokic is a priority. He's extension eligible, and Peyton Watson also.
And Nikola Jokic, when he was asked about it, he has said in so many words, Denver's where he wants to be, and then it all trickles down from there. All right, now, for real, the pick is in. Let's go back to the podium.
All right, the pick in.
With the 26th pick in the 2026 NBA Draft, the Denver Nuggets select Terrence Reed Jr. from the University of Connecticut.
Terrence Reed Jr., a first-team All-Big East selection, rebounding, really his calling card, and who could forget his NCAA tournament game in the first round, 31 points, 27 rebounds. I haven't seen a performance like that in the tournament, but a 4-year-old Jay Billis saw Elvin Hayes do that.
That's right, I did. But Terrence Reed Jr. started his career at Michigan, but his career really blossomed when he transferred to UConn. He's 6'10", he's got a 7'4" wingspan, and he's really strong and athletic. He scores mostly on the block, where he shot 60% from the field on post-ups. He's good in pick-and-roll situations and really physical at the rim. You know, he screens in that UConn offense and then rolls to the basket and really crashes the offensive glass. And Malik, at your point on the NCAA tournament, he averaged 19 points a game on UConn's run to the title game where they lost to Michigan, but also 13 and a half rebounds. And he averaged 12 points in the paint per game. he can be a beast inside.
And this pick is on the move. Sham Sharania just reported that Denver is trading this pick to San Antonio for the 35 pick this year.
Okay.
So tomorrow night's draft, and then 2 future second-round picks again. So the Spurs will take Terrace Reed here.
Yeah, and they're getting a good
So
one.
the Spurs.
You said it, Jada, not much of a jump shooter. He attempted 10 jump shots on the season. He attempted 245, either layups or dunks. He does his damage in the paint. He is big. He's physical. He's a bruiser. He can bury guys underneath the rim, and with that strength, he builds a wall defensively. Another really impressive thing about Terrace Reed, when you talk about making the jump to the NBA, he made a jump going to UConn at the time, going to a UConn team that had a pro-style offense. They ran a ton of things. He adjusted and was much better in that offense in his second season than he was in his first season. So his adaptability will be good at the NBA.
And now it's the Boston Celtics here that are on the clock again. And I think, Bobby, that the biggest question as we turn the page here is, after so much conversation about a big decision, right? As much as we can all talk about the Jays and say it's a huge decision to move on from a finals MVP like Jaylen Brown, and yet that has been the discussion here over the last several days.
And arguably probably a top 5 player this year who had a breakout year and basically carried this roster here with Jason Tatum injured. And it's going to be, listen, I think there's 2 ways this is going to go. They're going to trade
Behind the McCormick plate with your girl. Terrence ran on UConn because he thought he was going to win a championship, being listed to Michigan, the team he left. Yeah. What's up? What's up, baby?
We're all curious to see what this is going to do to Boston and the effect that it's going to have.
It's certainly going to have an effect, isn't it? I mean, when you do what Jaylen Brown did this year and you're all NBA and then you're dangled around in trades, that's an interesting position to be in. But we talked earlier about Boston needing some inside help, interior help, and that seems like Chris Sinek Jr. to me. If they're going to take this pick and keep it.
Yeah, I'm right now. I mean, we haven't gotten the Shams notification that this pick is on the move, but Boston, it seems like what they're saying is they felt like they were close all year long. We were talking about when Jason Tatum comes back. I think there was an expectation that they were going to certainly at least get out of the
Commissioners Cup Championship. We know that these two investigation. So far, no arrests in last night's shooting.
Oh, shit.
New details tonight in the deadly shooting of a man riding a
Both of these bigs do that are still left. That's a double bonus for Boston. I'd be surprised if it's not one of the two.
And certainly there are nerves at this point. There's excitement. There were 24 players that were invited to the green room this year. That's more than we typically see. And so you can see the anticipation, the emotion still with these players as they wait to hear if their name is going to be one of the final 4 here that we hear selected in the first round. The Boston Celtics have made their pick. We've discussed their needs. Let's see how they choose to fill them as we head back to the podium.
With the 27th pick in the 2026 NBA Draft, the Boston Celtics select Chris Sinek Jr. from the University of Houston.
All right. That's a good pick.
Chris's coach.
He got room. We got room, AC. He got some room.
He said, quote, he's never had one bad ounce of body
Houston, Elvin Sampson had high praise for the freshman big. He said, quote, he's never had one bad ounce of body language. He's always one of the first ones in the gym and one of the last ones to leave. And wherever he's playing in the NBA, that team is going to be lucky to get him. Well, it's the Boston Celtics that are the lucky beneficiaries here. He studied players like Anthony Davis, he could be a 4 or a 5, although Houston seemed to use him as a little bit more of a rebounder than a shot blocker. Jay, how do you see that shaking out in the positionless NBA?
No, I think he's got the potential to work out as a stretch 5 in the NBA.
All right, all right. All right, he was nervous. He was nervous.
He's a very good rim finisher.
I don't know. We finna see AC. I'm finna show him real quick. I'm finna show him. No, I don't know him either.
And he's mobile with his rebounding. He doesn't get the rebounds in his area.
Oh no, I do know who Concac is. He from Houston. No, that's one of my teams. No, he can play. I didn't know he was from Houston. He just didn't look familiar to me. No, I had Houston going to the Final Four. On my bracket, on my male bracket game. No, he one of them ones. AC, he one of them ones. Look. He ain't playing no. Look. Bang. Yeah. Bang.
I think he's a lottery talent.
Malika, what you said.
Yeah.
Sampson saying Chris Sinek Jr.
Yeah, he played for H-Town, baby boy.
It means 10 times more coming from Kelvin Sampson. Right. Because Kelvin Sampson was hard on Chris Sinek Jr. We sat in on some shoot-arounds, Jay, and saw how hard Kelvin Sampson was on Chris Sinek Jr.
No, he nice. He actually, they I don't know why he's so, I don't know why he was so low. And to be honest with you, I could have took him at 15 too. No bullshit. I could have took him. He could have came to the Bulls as far as I was concerned. I actually forgot about him because, Houston disappointed me, so I wasn't even thinking about it. No, AC, this boy is nice. No, seriously, he nice. You see, he got long wingspan. He can get up. He can put the ball on the floor. He can shoot a 3. He a rim protector. He ain't got good. He don't slide his feet so good, but he's a good rim protector. It says I had Houston on my bracket too. Yeah, Noah. I had Houston on my bracket, man. They let me down. Yeah. Chris Concac is nice, AC. You would like him too. Just go see a couple of his highlights. He got game. He nice.
For fans around the league, particularly of Minnesota, who went to back-to-back Western Conference Finals, is okay. What is this the precursor to? And it still feels like that is the unsolved question here.
I think this is a team right now. They're a little bit of transition because you remember this is a conference finalist back-to-back years. Does it feel right now like they're still trending in that direction? I think there's a lot of questions. And look, they've got to re-sign DeSumo. That's critical. They may go an entire season without Dante DiVincenzo. That's important. They need to have further growth in Terrence Shannon Jr. Injury last year kind of derailed where I thought he would be in replacing Nickeil Alexander-Walker. So they've got some internal things already that they've got to deal with, that where most of their growth might come from, not from this pick here tonight.
Right, and the questions for Minnesota really is just that. How do you continue to build around Anthony Edwards, a true contender that can crack through a Western Conference? And I think we see the San Antonio Spurs and certainly the Oklahoma City Thunder as
Anthony Edwards won't out, AC. They just was talking about that today. Anthony Edwards won't out. They can forget about that.
Well, and they dipped their toe in the Giannis sweepstakes here, and the price was just too rich. I mean, when you're looking at Jaden McDaniels and Naz Reid, like you're basically gutting your roster to do that. I think the jury's out. I think the jury's right out. They created this big $33 million trade exception. They can acquire players. You better do something with it. Yeah, that's all. This better not be just a salary dump of a guy who averaged 20 points for you.
Right, because this is not a certainty, right, that they are going to do something with it. As you say, it could be a move to shed salary.
Yes. I mean, listen, they went from 2 years ago, they were at $210 million. Now they're at $170 million. They have significantly decreased their salary over the last couple of years.
Okay, so this is something the Minnesota Timberwolves, it still feels like they're in a little bit of transition. I'm looking looking over at Shams here because he seems like he's working away, and this feels like potentially a question for him, Bobby. But what's the most likely outcome?
Well, the most likely outcome is the Sumo's coming back. I think that they've got the non-taxman level exception here to go out.
And they got IO.
Stay under the luxury tax. They need a backup big now because Nas is going to go to starting 4, right? And now you're going to need a replacement here. So basically, by Randall coming off, everybody gets moved up a slot.
So let's keep the big in mind here. And again, as Lake said, Jay, this isn't necessarily that they're looking towards this.
Mr. Smith got up, boy.
The contention category, but who could they be looking at here?
Well, the best sort of center on the board is Henry Vessar of North Carolina. Yeah. You know, he'd be the next one up. But there's not a lot of choices right now for this pick. But Vessar would be.
All right, they're coming back 37-44.
Who are you looking at, Drea?
Yeah, a couple of others if we're talking bigs. You mentioned Vessar. I'm looking at Koa Pete. I'm looking at Joshua Jefferson, very versatile out of Iowa State. So those are two others that I would probably have my eye on. So this pick.
Yeah, this definitely a big.
As a part of this deal. So again, it's not this pick that is going to be helping them out there. So with Brooklyn, really, they're looking at best available as usual. Here's Jay's best. Let's see what Brooklyn says.
Looking at best available as usual. Here's Jay's best. Let's see what Brooklyn says as we go back to the commissioner at the podium.
Hey, man.
The 2026
Fuck in my house, man.
The Minnesota Timberwolves select Joshua Jefferson from Iowa State University.
The mama said something. See that?
This is always one of my favorite parts of the NBA draft.
All
When a
right.
young man who decides, you know what, I wasn't invited to the green room, but I still want to come.
She told me to check it, so I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do.
My moment when they have that. And Joshua Jefferson, the senior forward out of Iowa State, he took that chance, Andrea, and now he gets his moment in person with the commissioner.
Yeah, I absolutely love this. A smart move by Joshua Jefferson, which is very fitting because he made a ton of smart moves on the basketball court. He has a high IQ.
Move by Joshua Jefferson, which is very fitting because he made a ton of smart moves on the basketball court. He has a high IQ. He's skilled. He can make plays. He does a little bit of everything well to impact and change the.
Joshua Jefferson that he's bringing to the next level.
Yeah, he's an excellent passer as a front court player. He had a 23% assist rate. You know, he rebounds the ball. He's not an elevating big guy. You know, he plays on the floor. Started his career at St. Mary's, then transferred to Iowa State to play for T.J. Husselberger. And he can post. He plays off the elbow really well. He does a great job using fakes, but he can be a playmaker as a front court player. And he plays with it's got kind of what I call an old man game. Like it's a slow. He sees the floor slowly, but he can guard multiple positions. He's just a winning player. Gets steals and blocks. When he went down with injury in the postseason, I thought Iowa State had a Final Four caliber team, but that's what derailed their opportunity to reach a Final Four. And boy, that game they played against Arizona in the Big 12 tournament, one of the best games I saw all year. And Joshua Jefferson was one of the best front court players that I saw all year.
These excellent front court players, Paolo Banchero, Naz Reid, and Jada for their size, their ball handling abilities. And then there were the final two picks of the first round of the 2026 draft after this.
Yeah, man. See what's going on. KEYSHA them over there on the Players Club. Calling this game. 10-point lead. They got it down to 10. That's what they want. The GOAT. What is she doing? What is Nalissa Smith doing? What is she on? Ooh, the GOAT. Hey, don't be messing with my GOAT, AC. Don't be messing with my GOAT. Don't be messing with my GOAT, AC. 7. Phoebich over. Oh, almost turnover. Delissa Smith playing her real hard. Jackwell Jones ain't too good when she get played hard. Nope. Goat with the rebound. Goat bringing the ball up. Goat pass to the gun. The gun over to Jude Lloyd, the Mamba. Hand down, man down, the gold Mamba. Bam. Shut up, she wins. She wins, you just looking like a hater at this point. You say Sydney Taylor, baby goat. Hey, she cold though. Hey, Sydney Taylor, we got one. She cold. She cold. Sydney Taylor, we got one. Sydney Taylor, don't worry about nothing. Camilla, we got your back. $50. Yeah, that was a foul. That was definitely a foul. She said, talk that shit. She said, keep talking. She said, keep talking. You saw that, AC? She said, you talking that shit. Keep talking. She said, bye-bye. She told Jackwell Jones, I'm the new thing. Yeah, we got it. Yeah, we got you, Miller. Yeah. Come on, Goat. Goat missing free throws out here. Goat. You can't be missing no free throws, Goat. You the best free throw shooter on the team. Come on, Goat. Damn. Yeah, it's going down. It's going down. It says Trey Young ready to give number 3 to Wizards up.
Welcome him. He said, hold on, I'm not so sure I'm ready to give up my number 3 jersey to you quite yet. Hey, the commissioner has the pick. The graphics say Cleveland, but our Shams Charania is reporting that this pick is on its way to Sacramento. So really, this is the Sacramento Kings.
So this is Sacramento Kings pick.
We have another trade to announce. As part of a deal to be finalized
Stewie, ooey, gooey.
To the Brooklyn Nets, the draft rights to Joshua Jefferson, the 28th pick. And with the 29th pick in the 2026 NBA draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers select Alex Caravan from the University of Connecticut.
Alex Caravan won 2 national championships with UConn. His resume, it really is all about winning. He has the most career wins in UConn men's basketball history, and he could have a
He all right. I don't know about him. Too much. He a big man. He can shoot. I don't know for Cleveland, but he going to Sacramento. Yeah, no, that's good for Sacramento. He does. He look good.
He can shoot it from 3. He's a great, smart.
He had a couple of them last second knockdowns too, Chet.
He doesn't really create his own, but you just think back to that play that was made at the end of the Elite 8 game.
See, I just told y'all. I know this game.
The guy that made the pass was Alex Caravan.
and recognized
Yes.
the situation and got it to a freshman that was stepping in. Like, he could have taken that shot with the clock winding down, but had that presence of mind.
I remember.
Like you to get it to the right place.
I like that you say that he's the steward of a culture for the team. Darius Reed Jr., his teammate that was taken earlier, said that he really admires his leadership. Now this is it. We're at the final pick of the night. So before we find out who that selection is, I want to check back in with our senior insider, Shams Charania here. Shams, as we wrap up the first round and look towards tomorrow night's second, what are you keeping your eye on? What's your big takeaway?
I look at
Drew Lloyd, the Mamba miss. Chasing her down. No good. Rebound.
But they had landed on AJ Devonta quite some time ago. My understanding is the
Over the top.
the type of
Gun.
prospect like we've seen in the past, like a Cooper
No
Flagg,
good.
someone that's in Washington D.C. right now, like an Anthony Davis. And when AJ Devonta
Last pick, chat. Last pick.
in D.C., I know AJ Devonta said he didn't work out. He didn't work out for anyone. I'm told
Ooey, ooey, gooey.
when he was on that visit, had dinner with them, hung out with all of them. They really think his
Hope.
size, his skill,
Oh, you. That's you.
is going to be perfect alongside Trae Young at point guard.
That's you that hit that.
He's had his eye on the number one pick for
Go Mamba. Ooh, what a pass. Come on, Alyssa Smith.
by the way, throughout this first round and keeping us abreast of all the moves that are happening here. All right, this is it, Andrea.
This is it.
Of the night, the Dallas Mavericks on the clock.
Let's see what the Dallas Mavericks do. Who they gonna put with Kyrie?
Here, Bobby, as we wrap up, your final thoughts.
Well, I think I'm just going to go back to where Sacramento was. This is a good night for Fierce. I know if they're the seventh pick in the draft and they go out and get Alex Caravan, this is a good night for Sacramento with Darius Acuff and Alex Caravan.
It's a good night for many franchises and for many young players as well. One more will join the NBA fraternity before we see even more in the second round. But to close it out, here's the commissioner.
With the 30th pick in the 2026 NBA Draft, the Dallas Mavericks select Koa Pete from the University of Arizona. And that concludes the first round. The second round of the draft will begin tomorrow night at 8 p.m. on ESPN. Thank you and good night.
Well, not good night quite yet, Commissioner. We do want to give Koa Pete his flowers, his shine here after helping lead Arizona.
Well, not good night quite yet, Commissioner. We do want to give Koa Pete his flowers, his shine here after helping lead Arizona to a program record 36 wins and a Final Four appearance. What does he need to work on to have a long career in the NBA, Jay?
Well, to improve upon, he's got to stretch out his range. He scores all his points in the paint, but he is a big, strong, wide-bodied front court player. You know, he made 76% of his buckets in the paint.
17 points in the
None of his
NCAA
field goal
tournament.
attempts were outside the
Really
paint,
strong
but he
and
averaged
athletic,
about
just a warrior that attacks the rim and attacks bodies, gets to the foul line, and he's got the length and the strength to guard the 4 spot, even at times the 5 spot. But you know, his first game in college, you know, he's a 4-time his first game in college, he put up 30 on that great front court against Florida. And so
Yeah, we done, y'all. That is it. Chat.
And as is only fitting at the way that this first round has gone, this pick is on the move, according to Shams Charania. Right. He's headed to the Phoenix Suns here.
Okay, he headed to the Phoenix Suns.
In the first night of the 2026 NBA draft, we'll have more coverage of the 2026 NBA draft with round 2.
Okay, chat. That's it, chat. We did the whole entire draft, all 32. You know what I'm saying? Is pick. Chicago got they pick. Chicago got they pick, chat. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. We done. Hey, we done. That's all. Have fun. But we, Chicago Bulls, we are in the house cooking with fish grease, chat. We got Dylan Swain and we got Caleb Wilson. High flyers. Two-way players. I know Caleb got to work on that shizot, But he got plenty of time. He just gets started, baby. He gets started. Hey, Caleb, over here, Uncle already got you. Over here, it's going down. Dylan Swain, you got to work on your game, bars. Come on with it. I'm depending on you to come on with it so you can get it. You know what I'm saying? Chicago Bulls got some great draft picks. It's awesome picks. I'm excited for what we got. Man, hot. Hot. I got nothing to say. What a night for Chicago. I'm so glad.
The Chicago nigga.
Yeah, I'm so glad. I mean, damn. All right, see you on the other side. I hit you. I'm going to the Players Club. I'm on my way. Over to the Players Club. Please remember to hit the like button. Subscribe to this channel. Subscribe. Let me get my subscriptions up, y'all. Subscribe to this channel. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all when y'all see it. Subscribe. New channel. Steady serving. Basketball right here. NBA action. All Bulls action. This is what we doing. I'm going to change it to Steady Serving Bulls basketball. Yeah, man, we in it, y'all. I appreciate y'all, man. We got it going on over here. Thank you so much for coming in, spending a little time with your boy. Let's go. Let's lead out with how we came, baby. You better understand what this is all about.
Chicago.
Yeah, foreigner, welcome to my city. See the bright light, skyscrapers looking pretty. Perfect skyline, postcard from a city, and we still on the rise, more construction keeping busy. Always bear down on the blue and the windy. Can't forget the Bulls, red and black run the city. Chicago, fire in the sky, WMB. White Sox and the Cubs up in Wrigley. Got a couple rings like I played for the Blackhawks. Always on the ground when my feet hit the asphalt. Dedication, hard work, and preparation. Never giving up to reach the goals I've been chasing. When it goes down, I'ma be the main attraction. Better stand back when the cameras start to flashing. Countdown, buzzer beater, how the game go. Crowd goes wild, cause you know who they came for. Michael Jordan, D-Wade when I'm scoring. Great Walter Payton, John Tays when I'm enforcing. You already know I had to make an anthem. Shot down in the building, and you know